everybody. Welcome once again to the Brony Show, episode 351. I am your host, as always, here to bring you the silliness of the Brony community for this week. I am Circuit Main. Of course, I am not joined alone. No, I have a wonderful cavalcade of panelists, though it looks like we are a more dense panel this time around, so we're going to call ourselves a condensed panel. So you get a bigger, stronger dose of our panelists instead of the normal spread out to about 7 or 8 people. Of course, we are joined by Textalion.
Yep, just a few of us today.
And Toakoi.
You know you should have done the Scootaloo one.
And the wrestling maniac, the anime aficionado, the gaming guru, the one, the only... Oh, hey, there's Coal Dust. Actually, we are joined by Suki of the Otaku Ascended. Kind of. He's here.
Again, he's muted.
He's here, muted. He's here in spirit, though. But yes, we are also joined by Coal Dust, Crazy Mac Captain, and Mozzie Pans of the Equestrian Flagstop.
You thought you would have a small group.
I stand corrected. Thank you for diluting the group here. We don't have to listen to Towa as much now.
Hey, Circuit, true or false? Do you think that me, as a person, have Victoria's Secret Total Shine Addict lip gloss on my desk or in my hand right now?
You know what? I'm going to go with true.
You are correct.
Cole, that does not surprise me at all.
Actually, the big thing is...
I wouldn't wear it, but it tastes delicious. It tastes like cupcakes.
You know, that's the part I didn't expect to hear, but at the same time, it makes a lot more sense.
Yep.
But yes, we are here to bring you all the fun and silliness of the Brony community for this week, and we do got quite a bit of it. Despite the fact that the show is wrapping up production, there is still so much going on here. I basically had to cram it all in and even trim out some things once again. This is a song, but remember sorry.
The show is actually ending production this week.
Well, yeah, that's kind of what I was alluding to. But before we get on top of the news here, I figure it's good to stretch out our vocal cords and talk a little bit about our daily lives. And what better way than a little bit of What's Up, Brony?
Okay, Circuit, I've got What's Up, Brony for you.
All right, what's up, Brony?
I thought of the worst or best thing to ask someone that's just like a random question that no one really has the answer to unless they're really awesome or just really bizarre. So, Circuit, tell me, what's your favorite invasive species?
I have to go with the cane toads of not Arizona. It starts with an A. Australia. The cane toads of Australia. We are talking about a toad species that managed to populate itself so badly that it is literally completely widespread across the entire country, and nobody turns a blind eye when it's so bad that they end up just driving big vehicles over entire roads of them, squishing them under their tires just to try to kill a few more.
I got a good one.
Okay, what you got?
The honeybee.
A honeybee? Really? That's an invasive species?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
They've been brought over from Europe, and they're not native to the United States at all.
You know what? Now they're my favorite invasive species too. At least they're productive.
And they make our honey, too.
I don't know. I would have gone with it. I would have gone with the African killer bee.
Go.
I've got a fun one. It's
Okay.
the zebra mussels. They keep destroying the Great Lakes.
No, that's
Oh.
not a good one. That is a very not good one. Those are infecting all the ships at the bottom of Lake Champlain.
I
I
know,
like
it's so
having
fun.
ships
They're
at the
going
bottom of Lake Champlain.
They're going to kill all the rest of the ecosystem.
Oh yeah, that's right. Ecosystem. I was most
This
I
is-
think
thinking boats.
it's an actual pet that people have.
People, this is
Rabbits-
why they restrict animal transport between countries. People, this is why this exists.
Did you
Yeah,
say
wait,
rabbits?
Clean your goddamn boats.
Rabbits.
Or-
He said rabbits.
Yes,
Well, that's
rabbits
also-
are an species, or was in Australia.
Yeah. Circuit,
Did you
remember,
not hear of the hair drive?
Let Suki speak.
Circuit, you also have to think that also applies to plant species. You can just ask anybody here in Georgia about kudzu.
Kudzu. Ah.
I don't think I need to, but I got a few ivy plants around here that I get an idea. Oh, but that does remind me. I'm going to go about the most invasive species known. The invasive plant known. Grass. Grass.
Yes.
Really? Grass?
Normal
Yeah.
grass. If you actually look into it, normal grass is not American native. In fact, the reason that a lot of grass exists is because there were big picture books of massive European gardens that people saw and they're like, oh my, Masha, look at that wonderful garden against that library. We should do something similar. So instead of using plants native to our area, let's import this wonderful grass, force people to mow it every single week, water lawns in climates that the grass cannot possibly habitate, and basically force an invasive plant onto these people.
Wait, Circuit, I believe that wouldn't be just... I think you're thinking of just lawns in general, because
Yes!
there was native grasses
No.
to... There was
he's
native
right.
grasses to the United States. Look at the American West. It was full of the grasslands, you know, like Nebraska. This whole region before we farmed it.
There's big full regions that never had grass though.
But it was a type of grass.
Yeah, there's cover crop like clover and other things, but actual like lawn.
Well, yeah,
Is-
lawn, lawn.
No,
definitely.
long,
But
yeah, I'm talking long grass. Long grass is an invasive species, and worse, it is one that is basically forced on us and forcing us to upkeep it too.
You know what I
We could
hate
probably
more than
debate
grass?
that
Circuit?
humans are the ones that brought grass here, so maybe humans are just the worst
Oh,
invasive.
we are the-
Oh no, there's no argument there. We are the
Yeah.
invasive species.
You know what I hate more than grass, Circuit?
What's that?
Weeds and crabgrass.
Oh, don't remind me. I literally. Okay, you know what? Here's my what's up, Brony. I got a freaking little parchment on my. I'm gonna say parchment. I'm just gonna say it. A door hanging parchment on my door saying that our weeds are a little too high for somebody's liking. So now we got 10 days to mow them all down, or we're going to get in trouble with the state.
Uh-oh.
Ah.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's your
that is
weed
true,
invasive
though.
species crap.
Yeah, we've been dealing with that for years now.
This
No.
is why I'm glad that I live in a condominium, so it's not my problem.
Yeah, I know. I
You
can,
know, I could go on
Doesn't
and on
mean-
about invasive species, but
yeah.
fine.
Yeah, we're getting a little far off topic now, I think.
This was a
Yeah.
great discussion I accidentally started. What are we
You know what? Let's go.
Alright.
Invasive cartoons. What shows are invading My Little Pony? Crocodile Dundee is invading My Little Pony.
That's not a cartoon invading a cartoon.
And I keep saying crocodile. Is that Crocodile Dundee? Yeah, it is Crocodile Dundee. Yes.
Yeah.
I said invasive shows. I did not say invasive cartoons.
Oh,
No, you did say
show,
cartoons.
darn it.
No, you said cartoons.
I meant
You said
shows.
invasive cartoons.
I apologize. I meant shows. Crocodile Dundee's invading us. And so is Arthur.
Can't we just get Zaboomafoo invading everything?
I'm down for that.
I'm okay with Zaboomafoo invading. Yeah.
I don't know, Circuit. I mean, hey, what a wonderful kind of day. Learn to work
Okay.
along with each other.
All right. We're gonna get on here before Peanut Butter Gamer suddenly invades us for some reason. Which
Hey, if PBG comes and finds us and raids us, that's fine with me.
Wait, who's that? I'm so behind the times.
it's just a YouTuber that has a really big Arthur fetish.
Also Zelda.
Oh.
Don't forget.
Mm.
Well, he started Zelda. He started Zelda
Oh,
month.
great. I'm going to look up Zelda Arthur R34.
Uh-oh.
We're gonna move up. We're gonna move immediately on here now because of that.
Okay.
Now, I was hoping I could get. I had a picture of this, but it's not coming up the way I expect. So this is how we're going to do it. Wait. Okay, we got a lot of background coming from. Oh, Yusuke.
Oh, whoops. I thought I turned that down. Sorry.
It's all right. All right, so a little bit of what's up, Brony, for me at least, and good news for once. As we mentioned a week or two ago, Kotobukiya has started to release their figures all over the place, and they start to ship. I just got my Pinkie Pie figure in the mail earlier today. and I put it up in my giant collection of figures, toys, and what have you on my entertainment center. And it is everything I hoped it would be. The quality is good. It's got a nice firm rubberiness to it. So even if it falls on the ground, you don't have to worry about it shattering to a million pieces. And everything is sculpted really nicely. Yes, she does wear underwear, so stop thinking like that. We know who you are. We know who you are. But yes, and it looks great. I'm really, really excited for the other figures as well. But now we have 1 of 6 in the Brony Show collective.
Honestly, the anime style works better for equestrian girls.
No,
Wait,
Wait.
Wait.
Pony wears underwear?
yes,
Wait, Circuit.
Okay.
Circuit. Hang on a minute. You're telling me that you actually checked?
you know what?
Here's the thing. They're just trying to mess with you. But being the one that actually attends the anime conventions and sees all these figures,
Yeah.
that's a legitimate thing that you can check for.
I'm not kidding.
Sure
He's not kidding, and neither am I. They actually do. Some of them do stuff like that, and some of them
Like,
don't. Which,
As someone who's been to anime conventions as well, I can attest to this.
yes.
Yeah, and here's the thing. The first thing you check, do they have panties on? Yes. Or yes or no. If the answer is yes, are they removable?
Oh, the answer
valid.
would be no, but
No, here's a question. Are they actually styled panties, too? Sometimes they just paint white on a figure area, and other times they actually put effort into it. By the way, they put effort into these.
So the question is, how much effort did they put into the Wait, Circuit, how much effort did they put into the
Okay.
I have to say, it was amazing how you could tell the moment in his head when the switch clicked.
Oh yeah, it was glorious. It was glorious. But you know what? I will answer this question. How much effort? The panties are frilly and puffy, the same as her dress. So there is pretty good effort on their part with these panties.
Oh, so
Alright.
they're more like bloomers.
They're more like bloomers, and they're very tastefully done.
Hey, it's the
okay, I
thought
was
that
about
counts.
to say, it sounds like it's more pantaloons than panties.
They can
Sir,
go either
Circuit,
way.
Circuit, now you have to take a picture and show it.
I'm not sure I can. I'm not sure I want to do
Please
that.
do. I mean, like, I don't care if it ends up in the YouTube.
I
Put
think
it in
we
the
should just start
Discord.
moving right along.
Oh god, what have I done? Okay, so while I go
This
and
is one for
apparently
the archives, people.
while I go and apparently take a picture because I apparently have did this to myself. Anybody
Yes,
else?
you
Anybody else have any other what's up,
This
brony?
is great, though. I love this.
Oh, I thought this was part of the news. Crap.
Basically, over the course of the past week, along with E3 and being a Star Wars nerd, I was like, hey, I want to 3D print that new droid. Oh, there's already a thing? Oh, I can join a droid builders club. Oh, I'm now helping with the file to give out to people.
I'm gonna have to
Well,
delete
that
this
escalated
after that.
quickly.
I'm gonna delete
Oh,
this
hey.
after this. You guys know this.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
Circuit. So if you want more What's Up Brony, you want more other random thoughts that have occurred in my mind while bored on production line? Okay, imagine frogs, but with teeth. Sharp teeth.
No.
Hold on.
I'm pretty sure that was the Twilight Princess enemy.
Okay,
It
so
was it?
Oh my
I
god,
hope
the very
so.
first thing, frogs with and its teeth. Oh dear god.
I mean, just like think about like, you know, frogs that are like piranhas that like attack. That'd be like so horrifying. That's some like
Yes.
sci-fi level bullshit, but like it's definitely like something that you don't want to run into in the woods.
yes. This is terrifying. I don't want to think of something like that. No. Instead, how about I try
It would
and
suck to run over roads of them.
Valid, fair.
actually,
Then
that would be even more interesting. No, you know what? Let's go ahead. You want to take this the full 9 yards? Okay, so yes, we do have frogs with teeth. Now they find out that they're actually the perfect size for most dental implants. So dentists are now harvesting all the frogs of Australia to try to get these dental implants, and they're called Australian teeth clickers.
Oh my gosh, could you imagine having like frog's teeth like inserted into your mouth, but they were like shark's teeth? Dude, That'd be
What
so
if you
fucking
also
sick.
had the heart valve replacement from a pig?
I can't argue that sounds pretty good.
I mean, that's...
All right, I am working on trying to upload the picture right now, everybody. I do apologize. Unfortunately, Dropbox is not always the most cooperative when it comes to this stuff.
Also, Creature, you can keep this in or take it out. Depends on what you
Oh,
want
no
to
wonder
do.
it's not going up on Dropbox. I didn't
Creature,
open Dropbox.
put it in. Put it in. Put
Creature is
it
not
in.
going to delete this. Let's face it. If anything, he'll probably put. Actually, if anything, Creature is probably going to put a frilly little border and make absolutely sure that nobody misses this. And yeah, this is going to take a second because apparently my
This is the only
battery
bit of the update
is.
that's going to be uploaded. That's it.
My battery is low enough that it's not uploading just yet. So you're going to have to give me a little bit while this rapid charges. I do have it on a charger. It is trying to charge right now. We should hopefully have a picture in a moment. But while we're waiting for the picture, and don't worry, this will happen at some point. Does anybody else have any other What's Up Brony going on?
The only thing that's ringing through my head right now is that one little weasel thing from Negama that was just like, haha, panties!
Fair enough.
Okay. All right, well, let's...
I need to watch
I
the
still
anime
got
again.
joints on
Maybe I
me,
shouldn't.
so that's me.
All right, well...
Suki, what are your thoughts?
I wasn't paying attention.
Negama, should I watch it again or should I not?
Oh, Negima.
Yeah, go ahead and watch it again.
Actually, I don't think I ever really watched Negima.
I only watched it once because it was on my... It was on my Sony View at one point when I still had View in order to catch the new MLP episodes. And it was fun when I did catch it, at least.
I'm not sure I even know what Negama is.
It's an manga/anime from the same guy who did Love Hina.
Oh!
Oh,
Whoops.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I mistook. I thought he said Mega Mind.
No.
Megama says a lot more. That sounds actually a lot more reasonable about the whole panties comment. All right.
Negima, by the way.
Negima,
Yes.
Negima, of course, and Negima. I know Negima.
Yeah. You know, it's got like the little British kid who.
Yeah,
was, like,
basically it's Harry Potter with a harem.
Yeah, basically.
Wasn't
Except for
Harry
from
Potter
Wales.
already?
Oh shit! Sorry everybody. Okay, sorry about that. I was trying.
Well, I mean that depends on how much of a bitch you think Ron is.
All right.
You
Okay.
got Ron, his brothers. Did one or both of them die?
Okay, yeah, seriously.
How
Okay, for
big
real,
is his
for
hair
real, we
by
actually,
the end?
okay, for real, we actually do need to.
Actually, yeah, we do need to move on, but I did just notice something here, and I can't believe I missed it till now, but I am going to talk about it real fast. Unfortunately, yeah, Deathlight Productions wasn't able to join us, but it looks like he suffered from a bit of an allergy attack that swelled his throat pretty close to shut.
Yeah.
So I honestly know how that feels, though I haven't had it that badly. I've had it pretty messed up, so yeah, I'm glad to hear you're okay, Deathlight, and hopefully a speedy recovery. If you're listening in on us, we all love you, and I'm pretty sure you're trying not to laugh your head off with the whole Pinkie Pie Panties thing going on right now. But, well, we'll pour one out for you, man.
Can that be the title of this episode, Pinkie Pie Panties?
It's too late for that.
No, YouTube.
It's too late for that. But we may be able to think about doing something similar for next week, and we're going to go ahead and announce that really quick here. Now, we actually had a bit of a serendipitous moment here, and it'll be our first little bit of news as well. Now, the Equestria Daily has announced the Newbie Artist Training Ground starting July 24th, and wow, everything is messed up here. Give me a second.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to try this year, but I'm going to be running crazy.
Okay, sorry everybody, just getting the chat rooms fixed up because chat rooms, they're fun, aren't they? There we go.
Yes, they are.
All right, so yes, the Artist Training Ground is set to start June 24th. Now, the fun thing about that particular date is that is Monday. Our Mondays. So, I have grabbed Cole into this. I mildly suggested it, and then we're pretty much going to force him to help with it.
Yay! Oh, wait. Oh, not yay. Oh, no.
No, you know what?
You want to draw with us.
No, I mean, Coal Dust is actually going to be willingly, I hope, help out with
I'll
this.
try.
Yeah.
I'll try my best. Oh man.
But yeah, the whole idea is with the artist training ground is obviously for people to spend an entire month every single day practicing drawing. And since we are lucky enough that it's actually starting on an episode day, we're going to gather together what resources we can for drawing. Different tutorials, videos, different pictures, different techniques or little practice runs, anything we can find, including programs that you can use, as well as maybe even art supply stations. Like just go to Walmart and go to their freaking I don't want to say craft corner because it's pretty much like that, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the school supplies. Thank you. School supplies.
There is a craft aisle.
Yeah, but you want the school supplies. You want paper and a pencil, and that's it. Unless you really want to go adventurous, then yeah, go ahead and explore the craft aisle. But
oh, man. You could get some of those inking pens. Ooh.
Or colored pencil. You could also get colored pencils.
Breakout. I've totally got like an inkwell pen and some India ink, which I could totally use, and I definitely won't because I keep telling myself I'm going to use it every Inktober, and then I never do.
But in any case, we're going to give you guys a full comprehensive guide, and this will all be in a Google Doc by the end of the show, hopefully.
Oh no.
But don't worry, I'm the one organizing this thing, so I'm the one knowing this crap. But we're going to do our very best to give you guys a comprehensive guide and challenge everybody here and there next week to be part of the artist training ground and try to make some art and submit, no matter how bad it is. Whether it looks like Citra has just been reborn as another person, or you draw stick ponies that are even worse than Round Trip, anything goes. We want to encourage people to make stuff, essentially. And with the newbie artist training ground, I'd say that's a perfect time to challenge yourself as well as maybe get a little bit of advice from us. So,
I mean, I don't know how good my advice will be, because literally all I do is kind of throw shit at the wall until it eventually sticks and doesn't look like shit anymore. It's a very weird process. That's my advice. Just keep doing stuff until eventually it looks good.
See? In all honesty, that's probably some of the best advice you could possibly get.
Is it? Is it really? Oh no.
Try different stuff and keep throwing at stuff until something looks good.
Just keep throwing stuff. That's the advice.
Well, not literally, of course.
Okay. Props to anyone who like just kind of sends us a picture of like something that you threw across the room. I don't care if it's like a tissue box or a random pony. Make sure it's a cheap pony. Don't hurt your good stuff.
Yeah, get the cheap $3 ones.
Or if you want to take your like $300 plushie that'll totally be able to like withstand the impact of a wall, go for it. Show me your artistic view of your beautiful Luna face planted into the corner of the room. Do it. Don't take my advice. That's not drawing. What am I saying?
Any case, yeah, but yeah, we are going to do what we can to bring you a comprehensive guide next week, and also probably do a little bit of drawing on stream itself. So yeah, get pen and paper ready if you really want, and you can even practice along with us.
I would say I could give tips on those who want to try it out in Photoshop, but I am so bad in Photoshop. I only just that last image that I made, yeah, that was when I first discovered the 3 sliders for the color swatches in Photoshop. Like beforehand I was just like, oh hey, there's the square where you just poke it until you get a color that looks about right. That never worked out. The 3 sliders is a godsend. I'm just saying
that you forgot about the color code for
I didn't know it existed, Toa. I've got a brain from like 1935, except for like a lot more chill with everything and also not racist.
Well, you got the good brain. You got the good brain.
As your friend, I understand. As a person who studied graphic arts, I'm like, how?
Oh dear world! That is a mind.
On trains.
That hurts my eyes. That hurts my eyes. Thank you, Marzipans. Oh, that hurt my eyes.
I want to see.
All right.
show.
Oh, wow. Oh, God.
That is.
All right, but yeah, that is our official announcement for next week. We're gonna learn to draw, so be prepared for that. And now that we are ready to move on to the news, of course, our panty shot just got uploaded. So,
Ooh, I want to see. Where is it?
all right, here it is. I can't believe we're doing this here. This is this is officially what we've become. You know what? Whatever.
That's definitely bloomers, if not pantaloons.
I don't care. I want to see it.
It's already
It's
up
on
there.
stream.
I'm trying to see. Where did my tab go with the Brony Show?
Okay, fine. Jeez, I gotta actually
Oh,
do.
hang on. Oh, good shot. Okay. Yeah. Still, 10 out of 10. Very well sculpted.
I told you they actually put some effort behind this.
Yeah, honestly, and if people are wondering why, it's like
Vaguely, I'd say give it a try. Vaguely, give it a try.
people in the world.
Okay, so I see what they did with it, but yeah, I completely forget what those are called. I think you're right in calling them bloomers.
Yeah.
They're like boy short briefs or something. I can't remember what they're called either.
I'll look up different types of underwear.
You know what, DM12? If it's reduced to this and everybody's having fun with it, and we're still talking pony, I'm okay with it. Besides, I never tried.
Worse.
I tried to hold myself up to a higher echelon, but I'm not good at that. So we're just gonna dig ourselves low enough that we're not at the bottom rung, but we're definitely getting a little dirty.
A little.
Hey, this is why we have an R rating, not a
PG-13. We strive for PG-13, but we're technically unrated.
Circuit, it could be worse. It could be the pre-show. I have no control over. Actually, I do have control over.
You have all control over it.
Yeah, I do. So
But-
much fun.
All right, that's enough panty shots here. Let's go ahead and move on to actual news. And yes, we do have some actual news. Let's start off with the actual episode that happened a few days ago, and a little bit of controversy, quote unquote, if you want to call it that, because honestly, I don't know why there's controversy about this. But yes, the Scootaloo's episode came up, and of course, Scootaloo's aunts are two mares that are together.
Adorable ponies, and they belong together, and they're so cute.
They're a same-sex couple.
Yep.
And it's great.
This has been officially confirmed by Mike Vogel by a few different news outlets, and we already knew about this from the Ponyville Mystery Books third book, no less, where they actually introduced the aunts to begin with.
Actually, it was earlier than that. It was in one of the novels, I think.
That was the novel, the Ponyville Mysteries, third book.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. And then they made the comics that were Ponyville. That's right. I'm an idiot. Don't listen to me.
You're not an idiot. You're just
Shut up, Toe. I don't need your validation.
Yeah. Of course,
Here we go again.
of course, the fun thing about all of this is coming along the same line, around the same time that Arthur did their own same-sex couple. Yeah, granted, they literally said that they're a couple and had an entire marriage around it and everything, while this is just kind of implied. But in all honesty, implication or not, I mean, it's still opening up the avenue here. I mean,
Well, here's the thing. To be perfectly honest, I think I haven't read much of the other one, but the way you're describing it, it sounds like Pony handled it better to
Yep.
me. Like, basically, Pony just sort of put it in there, and it was just treated as an everyday normal thing.
yeah.
Well, also, remember, we've had hints of something like best friends with Lyra and Bonbon, but we all knew the context. Along with Final and Octavia a little bit.
We've had lots of potential couples in the background, and also we've also found potential couples that were never meant to exist and probably shouldn't have ever.
Background, I mean, come on, Lyra.
We are really good at shipping in this fandom. Let's be honest here.
Yes.
Well,
And
not only.
also-
Let's
and
face it,
also-
Lyra and Bonbon basically
Yeah,
should. We're just surprised Lyra and Bonbon haven't started kissing already.
Also, checking on the photopatia thing, yes, bloomers seem to be the closest I can find.
I'm glad that I'm not the only one who's still on the topic of underwear.
Mm.
It's not me that's the problem.
I said
Not
I
this
would
time.
do this.
But in any case, yes, it has been confirmed that they are a couple. And everybody in the community, everybody in the fandom is like, okay, and of course,
Meanwhile, in the news organization, oh my god! Ah!
actually, there hasn't been much in the way of news organization cry out either. So I'm just going to be happy for that and move on.
Well, also it's during Pride Month, so.
I'm just going to be happy for it and move on.
Okay.
So let's go ahead and move on to specials. First off, the Equestria Girls special has been announced, and it will be on the 27th of July. This one is Star Swirl Do-Over, where, actually, is that the official name, or? No, Sunset's Backstage Pass, which is based on a book called The Star Swirl Do-Over. And basically, Sunset is gets trapped on Groundhog Day.
Ooh, time loop. Gotta love them.
So, what happens with the special? We don't know. We just know that there's a concert, Sunset's involved, there's a time loop. Anything else, we're going to wait for the actual episode because spoilers.
Also, I think if you read the book, maybe.
Well, the book might give you an idea of what's going on, but if not, if you haven't or what have you, yeah, we'll check it out either way in a month. So yeah, we still got a new Equestria Girls coming in a month. But what do we have at the end of this month? Why, we have another special going on. We have Rainbow Road Trip.
Oh, is that the end of this month?
It is at the end of this month. It is after.
Nice.
It is right after they start the mid-season hiatus.
Ooh, so that's not really a hiatus then, not much.
Not exactly. They start the hiatus, then we get the special, and then we're on pony drought for a while.
Remember back when hiatuses were like, super, super long and there was like nothing but fandom content?
That was horrible.
Let's not think about it too
Although,
much.
tell you what, there was a lot of fandom content made during those hiatuses. Like, I tell you what, damn.
I think we're going to see a good chunk of fandom content come out, too. I believe everybody right now is actually gearing up for BronyCon, so I can't imagine that there's not going to be a complete overload when July hits.
So they're holding it all in for now, and then once it gets closer to BronyCon, it's just going to burst. They're currently working it.
Yes, However, I did want to bring out the special because of one interesting thing. This is the special that's being done in-house now by Boulder Media, rather than DHX. And the big thing about that is the animation style is actually the movie animation style.
Well, I'm glad to hear that Boulder is moving up in the world. He's not just living in someone's pocket. He's out there making ponies happen for the rest of us. Props to Boulder. Like, he's the secret hero of this fandom.
Well, actually, he's the reason
I see why Maud fucking loves him.
Well, she did until he moved away. That's why we don't see Boulder anymore in the show.
It's okay. She's got a rock-solid stallion.
He's a hunk. Clearly. He's definitely a hunk. Moving on. But yes, this is based off of the movie animation style. It probably won't be as production heavy as the movie, though. So expect a kind of a combination of the pony movie and the traditional DHX animation we've been seeing. Granted, this also is a good hint that any other specials and side things that we will see from My Little Pony after Season 9 will be probably in this animation style.
Oh man, could you imagine a G5 look like this? That'd be pretty lit.
Actually, I wouldn't mind it too much if it did look like this.
Yeah, it probably won't. I don't know anything about what that would look like. I've actually avoided all the spoilers, so yeah, I have no idea.
Actually, G5 has no spoilers. It's all concept right now, which is what drives me the most mad, that everybody's like, G5 this, G5 that. It's all concept. There's nothing there.
Did you see the concept images for the Storm King, like in the Art of the Movie book?
I do have that movie book. Yeah.
There were so many like variants and stuff. Like there was a point where he was going to be like some elemental or whatever, and then and then eventually became the bipedal creature he is. And yeah, it's neat to see the changes.
Thank you, Coldus. I should probably hold this image for the actual talking of the episode here. But speaking of which, let's go ahead and get into the inevitable but still somewhat sad news. Friendship is Magic is officially ending their production by the end of this week. So right now they're wrapping things up. They're finishing up the last little bits, and at the end of the week, DHX is no longer working with My Little Pony, and all production for season 9 will be done. So it pretty much is the crossing the T, as it were, on that part. However, as we mentioned, Boulder Media is still working on some pony content, so there is still stuff going on. We just don't have much more outside of the Rainbow Wings that we can talk about because we don't know what else is coming down at the moment.
Oh, did you see the T-shirt that that was made for their last week of production party?
I saw that, but I don't have it with me.
Hang on, I'm going to Twitter. I know it's in my likes.
Well, while you're doing that, Big Jim actually did post a video of their yearbook. They actually posted a season 9 yearbook with pony caricatures of everybody in the production staff. The voice actors, the productions, the animators, everybody involved got a ponification in a big yearbook. Which, in all honesty, this is awesome. This is beautiful stuff. I think this is also why we love the DHX, because they really, not only do they reach out to the fans, but they kind of reach out to themselves and act all goofy too.
The thing I like about DHX is, like, throughout the entire production of the series, you've always had this kind of feeling just from their work that they just kind of had fun with it, you know?
Yeah.
Just like throughout the series, like, there were just these little tiny things here and there where it's just like, yeah, you guys were having fun with this, weren't you? Like the episode 100 bit where there's that single frame where there's just a bunch of people from staff wearing horse heads.
Oh yeah, that
stuff. The Pinkie Pie G3 face, you know, that's sort of like oh no. And let's not forget that the stop motion felt Pinkie Pie from season 2.
What about the fact Boneless was actually the real thing?
Yeah, there's all that just fun, stupid stuff, which is like, you guys were having fun, you know.
All right. Well, just to address Ponyman64 here, the ride isn't ending. For the final time, the ride isn't ending. Granted, yes, the episodes are ending, but that's to be expected, and it's a natural progress of any show. In fact, it's a good thing. It's honestly.
Think this train has an end of a line. God damn. You think you could really escape that easily? Come on, man.
But let's face simple facts here. My Little Pony itself has been a brand since 1980s. Even though the hype around it, the Generation 4 has died down quite a bit, we still have people making art, music, videos, animations. We got so much stuff. I crammed all I can this week, and I'm still not able to get everything in. And if I tried to ever get everything in, I would literally be spending 8 hours a day talking about this. There is so much.
Really if you're saying that you tried that hard to cram all of it in and you couldn't. You're saying that there's an awfully big load here that I'm kind of beginning to. Oh wait, you're talking pony. Oh,
you cram it. By the way, here's DM12 launching Pinkie Pie figure.
Yep, that's a VC.
There you go. Uh-huh. So you got exactly what you wanted, man. There's a Pinkie Pie launch.
Thanks, DM12. Yay. I love you. You rule.
He also launches. I think he launches a few more ponies there too. But yeah.
You're currently my favorite in the chat.
By the way, if you want to check it out, check out our content creation in the Brony Show Discord. Has a lot more videos. If you're not part of the Brony Show Discord, let us know. We'll throw an invite link. Be part of the Brony Show Discord. Let's get more people. That way I can start trying to pedal for Nitro, and we can get more smileys and an animated banner. And that could be horse famous.
Gosh, you've got a full little trebuchet. I'm so fucking impressed. Dude.
And Cole, it's made out of pencils and rubber bands.
Oh, it's Vaguely. I am so sorry, Vaguely. You are absolutely right, Vaguely. I apologize 100% Vaguely. It is vaguely creepy. DM12, DM12 is awesome, but vaguely creepy. You are the best and the most awesome and the wonderful. In fact, I'm gonna sing a song about you right now. Vaguely creepy. He's not pissed at me because I didn't accidentally screw up.
Okay,
things.
I'm literally unmuting myself to tell you to stop it.
I'm sorry.
Also,
Okay,
I am so
vaguely
sorry.
Did I say vaguely creepy?
Yes,
Vaguely creepy, you are
vaguely-
currently my favorite in the chat. Don't worry, DM12.
Vaguely
I still have a
creepy.
special place for you. I know that you didn't do it yet, but I know deep down that seeing how much I appreciate the thing that you didn't do, vaguely creepy, not vaguely creepy, DM12, you will also do something very similar in flinging ponies across the room. I believe you. Prove me
Anyway,
right.
let's
Please do.
Also, second,
Don't let me down.
That bed has claws and he's not afraid to use it. Also,
And
he has
vaguely
light
creepy.
on call.
Vaguely creepy. I fucking love your trebuchet. Just saying, 10 out of 10. You're awesome.
You are, and vaguely creepy. I'm sorry.
It's my shit between vaguely creepy and creature.
DM12, I do apologize. I immensely apologize. I'm kind of scatterbrained because I'm trying to get through the notes quickly here. So I'm going to finish this up so I can actually focus again. So moving on. Brony's React has released a bonus video. Of course, talking a little bit more about their thoughts of the season 9 premiere as a whole, as well as the show in general. But it's a little bit more of a bonus if you didn't get enough of their fun and shenanigans, as well as a lot of outtakes and spoofs.
Mm-hmm.
So it's another 30 minutes of fun if you managed to catch the original Brony's React, but you still wanted more. Now, along...
Always more with Brony's React, simply because we are in a fandom full of creative people.
We are. And so we're going to go ahead and move right along here. So, My Little Pony issue 78 released a few days ago. This is the end of the Cosmos arc. Discord's cousin, which has been causing a lot of problem in Equestria, and a lot of things happen. I'm not going to lie. I have the comic with me. I have it right now. I'm pointing at it. It is on a pile of blankets right next to me, and I haven't read it yet because I haven't read any of the comics yet. But I need to read them all because the arc looks really interesting and I'm really excited for it, but it is full and complete. So those of you who just want to grab all of the comics and be able to read the whole story without having to wait for the next week or the next month for the next comic to come out, it is all there now. So please be sure to check it out. The storyline looks amazing. And Cosmos, well, this is the reason why I think that if we start turning towards the comics, we're still going to do a lot of creative stuff here in this community because we still got a lot of stuff that we can eat off of.
I'm not eating.
We have a lot of stuff that we both... Well, second, remember, this whole fandom started when we only had 26 episodes. And we had no idea we had a second season.
Yeah, but...
So, I hate to interrupt, and I'm going to let you finish, but I just want to say I found the shirt.
Yeah, and I posted a picture up. So this is the shirt that they gave out at the staff party.
Yes, it is great.
That is sad and funny at the same time. I love it.
Actually, I did kind of like it. You got the established of 2010... best before 2020, so obviously, yeah. Yeah, good. That's funny. That is really, really funny and referencey as hell.
Oh, that is very dark as well, but...
It's dark, but you gotta have a weird sense of humor with things.
Yeah.
Alright, well, we're gonna move right along here. Now, French company is making prosthetics. Why are we bringing that up? Because they had they showed off an awesome prosthetic of a Rainbow Dash hand.
Ooh.
So somebody out there is going to have a Rainbow Dash Terminator hand, left hand.
Yeah, basically there's a thing that if you have a 3D printer and you sign up to it, you can just download this and make prosthetics for people.
Well, that's great and fun and all,
Toa, get on it.
Okay, Toa, you gotta make a prosthetic now. Yeah.
I'm not doing that at the moment.
Oh, that's sadness right there.
What?
Just that one of the final images of MLP MSP. So yeah, unfortunately, a con closed its doors over the weekend after its last day, which is sad.
It looks like they had fun though, and that's what's important.
No, they had a blast. They ended it with a blast, which is wonderful. That's great to see. But we also got to remember other cons are still out there, so don't think that all the cons are ending either.
Circuit. I can see right now, straight through your veil, and that is you are trying really hard not to say "end with a bang" because you know who's in the call with you. Circuit. Don't deny that this is the reason why you chose that word. Circuit.
We're going to go ahead and move on here because the final news we have is actually pretty fun. The Equestria Girls show staff actually showed off their concepts and fan art of the Equestria Girls. Because now they can do this.
Yes.
Honestly, I think that's the stuff that they had in, like, their back drawer or what they drew whenever they were coming up with ideas. Not concept, but basically, here's what I think it will look like.
Does anybody want to give Toa the meaning of the word concept?
Could I give him the wrong definition?
Yeah, go for it.
Go for it.
I need to think on it for a moment. Hang on.
All right. Well, while we were figuring that out, the concept that they came up with a lot of different Equestria Girls is pretty interesting. In fact, some of them would have probably been really amazing to see. We do see some Equestria Girls in winter wear. We also see some of the different art styles and things that they did for the different movies and promotions. We also see Sci-Twi with shorter hair than the bun that we have. We also see Twilight Sparkle with a darker complexion.
Ooh, okay, I got it. Okay, so Toa, the definition of concept is excluding crime. That being derived from the word sept, which is to leave out something, so accept, and con as in a con artist. So basically, it is a lack of crime.
Thanks, Cole.
Concept.
I learned so much from you.
You're welcome.
This answers so many questions. But anyway, we get to...
that was a mosquito in my...
But
Damn it.
in all seriousness, though, it is hilariously interesting to see all of these different concepts they had, including the original Twilight Sparkle Equestria Girl. I actually kind of like this look a little bit better than the one they gave her at some point, but it's not bad either.
Okay, I've got good news and better news. 1, I found a new use for my old dead cell phone. 2, the mosquito is dead.
Oh, cool. All right. And with that, we're going to go ahead and move on from the news here to our fan submissions and suggestions. Almost an hour into the show. This is what we've come down to, everybody. But yes, the challenge of the week was Pinkie Pie and baking.
And the Protest Initiative challenge of this week was Open Windows, plus Suki's bonus Protest Initiative challenge, which was...
Suki dressed as Pinkie Pie in said open window.
I was hoping you would join in.
Oh,
Sadness.
sorry. I was muted and I was trying to get going there, but I actually completely forgot what I did last week.
Okay. Suki, do you think I ever remember? No, that's part of the reason why I keep the Brony Show tab open. Is so that way I can actually remember what I've written or what I've spoken out of my mouth. Pardon me, my mouth is malfunctioning.
All right. So the Protest Initiative challenge involved Pinkie Pie and baking. Unfortunately, it looks like the summer heat, as well as con fever, school letting outus, work laryngitis, and whatever else I can come up with. A lot of things appear to have happened, and we didn't get a lot in the way of submissions, sadly.
I didn't submit anything.
However, as I said, I wanted to challenge Coldust and myself to be part of the entries, and I did just that.
Ooh, which part did you do? Did you do all 3?
Unfortunately, I did not have the time for that. I do apologize. I wanted to do all 3, but I'm also immensely backlogged on a lot of things. In fact, I think I had a minor psychotic break for a bit there.
It's okay. We all do. It's that time of year.
Yeah. So, in mind, I did the Pinkie Pie and baking. Of course, we see Pinkie Pie here with a bunch of baking supplies. I did have an original idea for a quote that I forgot to write down. Basically, it was Pinkie Pie stating, baking keeps the voices away. Hence the wonderful little expression that we see right there with Pinkie Pie. And, of course, we do have one other entry here from Toa.
Yay!
So, we have Equestria Boys, I think.
Yep.
So, we have, apparently, in the Equestria Girls universe, on... Twilight's Key Corner was superseded by Suki on set with Pinkie Pie's apron, I think, and baking. Unfortunately,
Actually,
with the way
to further explain this, basically, the joke is Second watches Twilight's Geek Corner because he's a geek and he loves Twilight, and then Suki's on there because Pinkie's like, oh, I have baking show and I have people on every 27th Monday. So yes, I went convoluted just to make this.
Okay, I'm not the Hulk. I'm just green. I mean, that's the coat of my OC color, green, so I'm not hulking out. However, the one thing that is disturbing me is it looks like Suki is wearing an apron and nothing else.
Yeah,
No, that's actually the outfit that he wanted us to draw him in.
That sounds like a normal day at home.
So,
But yeah, that's actually Pinkie's. I don't know what it's called. Basically, what
Apron?
she was wearing on the spring breakdown thing.
Apron.
we guess either an apron or a dress. Usually it's a dress.
Sundress?
Maybe.
Moon dress.
Mm.
Moon shoes.
Whatever it is, I'm sure to feel pretty.
So, those are the two entries we have here.
I will say props to Toa for including pretty much the board. Like he's got cooking, Pinkie Pie, Suki, open window. He's got the full shebang. Like he went all out. He went ham.
He's even got Neapolitan.
Yeah, he does. He's got Neapolitan ice cream, which is the ice cream that like basically has everything for everyone.
No,
In all
not anymore.
honesty,
There.
That's actually a pull from Pinkie's actual kitchen in the show. I just basically had to pull from that.
You know what, vaguely, I would actually bet that Suki probably does have the hips to pull it off. But I'm not going to find out personally because I'm just not going to find out. That's not something I want to know. Anyway, so the only problem with me doing the entry, I can't vote because obviously I have a horse in this race. Literally and figuratively.
Vote for your opponent.
Is that racist?
No, it's horsist.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be spaces.
Don't you mean specious?
I was making a Trover Saves the Universe joke.
Oh. Darn it. I feel stupid now.
How could this
Happen to me.
Circuit?
Oh. Moving on. So, chat room. Which one is your favorite? Since we only have the two entries here. Toa. Is it Toa or, well, obviously, we could see, why the hell? Thank you. Jeez. Stubborn.
Now, my question for the chat is, when you have Neapolitan ice cream, do you eat, like, just one flavor, or do you, like, go all the way across? Or, alternatively, do you, like, go for, like, all three flavors, but in 3 different scoops?
Oh no, I just go straight for the whole.
Or you know what? Or do you say, forget that, Neapolitan is old news, and you get the banana split ice cream, which not only has the chocolate, vanilla, and strawberry, but also has banana chunks, walnuts, and chocolate pieces.
Second, please tell me that's a real thing so I can die happy.
It is a real thing. I eat it a lot. I don't know how to stop myself, but it's really good.
I gotta be honest, I usually just get tubs of Ben & Jerry's. It's like, they're
Yo, in
just so
Vermont,
delicious.
It's like going next door and being like, "Hey, can I get some Ben and Jerry's?" Sure.
I don't live next door to Ben and Jerry's.
I don't know. Okay.
I almost said that's racist.
Wait.
It's not racist, but
Oh, you Ponyman submitted a late entry. We have a late entry. Very short story. Okay, so it is
break the tie.
Okay, it is literally a short story here. In fact, so much that it's pretty much right in text. So I'm just going to copy paste it as is.
Ooh, can I read it?
You know what? Sure.
All right, give it to me. Where is it?
Well, it's in the notes, but it's also in content creation.
Content creation.
Plus, I got to kind of fix the notes a little bit because for some reason it made everything really light instead of dark.
Okay, Ponyman64, here we go. Short story. Toa enters the kitchen where Pinkie Pie was waiting. "Are you ready to bake?" asks Pinkie Pie. "You bet," he said, as he took out a pipe. "Is that a reefer?" Pinkie Pie asks. Toa looked awkward. "That's not the kind of baking I was talking about." Pinkie Pie. Oh, that was a Pinkie Pie line. Fuck! I fucked it up. Brownies.
Also, I do not smoke. I do not do the weed every day.
Well, you wouldn't be able to do it much since you're a robot, right?
I know.
Okay, that's not the kind of baking I was talking about. Pinkie Pie opened a window. "Brownies it is. Might be too late, but there it is."
Actually, that's not part of this. Yeah,
Yeah.
I did the same thing too. So
I'm so bad at this.
All right,
Okay.
I give it to Ponyman, literally swooping in and writing a very quick short story in the middle of our Discord. That deserves mad props. He gets my vote.
Yeah, I can't vote because I'm in the race.
And I'm gonna say nerds to both of you. Toa fulfilled all 3 criteria, so therefore he reigns supreme this week.
All right.
Yeah.
So I'd say
enjoy your brownie points. Also your brownie
brownie points. All right, but yeah, I'd say everybody wins a vote here, and we had some great entries. And next week's protest is going to be somebody else, but no, the next week's challenge is mine to give. And next week's challenge shall be Ponies Learning to Draw, in the spirit of the newbie artist training ground starting next week. Ponies Learning to Draw. Pinkie Pie may be picking up a pencil for the first time. Maybe Twilight Sparkle is learning to draw by hoof instead of by magic. Maybe Spike finally had a little bit too much of Rarity teasing and decided to fulfill his natural desires with drawing really messy stuff, and we'll never probably see it posted because there's content boards that we really don't want to visit. Whatever the reason, whatever the case, whatever in the world I was just saying there, Ponies Learning to Draw.
And this week, the Protest Initiative challenge is Pinkie Pie Panties. No, I'm kidding. It's not that. It's not. I've got standards. I don't actually know what I'm going with just yet, but I got standards. That's a good question. Hold on. Derpy Boru, give me a random image. Give me inspiration through random image. Alright, that'll work. Give me, ponies and shovels.
Ponies and shovels?
Yeah, ponies and shovels.
Alright, Ponifying Shovel Night then.
Alright.
I've already done that, Toa. Don't you remember? That was your request. Or maybe it wasn't your
right,
request.
from all that time ago.
I don't think I ever posted it anywhere, but it
And
happened.
I still have a chance.
Alright, but in any case,
So it's all about the Pinkie Pie Panties. That's all I'm getting from this.
God damn it.
we're gonna go ahead and move on here so we can get away from the panties and get to the important stuff. Lesbian relationships.
Pardon.
No. Okay, actually we're gonna get into other hardening things, mainly the school mainly a stick in the mud. Mudbriar, actually. Okay, moving on. But yes, we are talking about the episodes. So we're going to go ahead and start off with the student counselor episode. So while we are talking about the episode, please feel free to grab your favorite pictures, images, art, whatever you have of the episode, post it into our pics and gifs.
Okay, Circuit, I've gotta say, this is probably my favorite episode of the season so far. The season's been great, but this one, I am a real sucker for Trixie Starlight episodes, and this one fucking fit the bill. It touched all the right things, and also, on top of that, we got Mud, and Mudbriar.
It's taken a long time to get through the episode. We haven't gotten through the episode. We need to get through the episode.
Yeah, we're about,
Okay,
14 minutes in. Yeah.
Okay, I have one thing to add, and that's mainly off of what Cole was saying. Giggity?
Giggity.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Also, the whole thing of... Honestly, some of this episode felt like we were revisiting the very first episode of Pony.
What are you talking about?
Well, let's see. They went into the Everfree Forest to try and save someone.
Yeah, they did that before.
And they run into Cockatrices.
Wait. They weren't saving anyone in season, in episode 1 into the Everfree Forest. Pardon me, my mouth is rebooting.
They were trying to save everyone and Celestia.
Yeah, but it's not just one. You made it sound like they went in there to save an individual. They didn't know where Celestia was, and actually we still to this day don't know where Celestia was. She might have just fucked off, just been like, I'm not touching this one. Good luck, Twy.
Mini vacay.
Also, I can.
That's
also,
next week's episode.
Also, I can be somewhat topical with this episode by jumping in here. Technically, that was episode 2.
You got a point. You got a... Oh, you bastard.
It took you guys a second. Oh, that was alert.
It just took a second for me to be able to get a reaction, because I'm stuffing the pizza.
God damn it, Suki.
All right.
Why are you so good?
But yeah, the big thing that I want to bring out here, it wasn't a Mudbriar, it wasn't Maud, it wasn't the relationship of Starlight and Trixie. No, it was the few seconds that we had with a flower pony messing with glue and managing to be cute about it. This is the image that launched. This is the image that launched 1,000 art.
Yes, it was.
There is so much art of that. So much, and
so
I am
cute.
so happy with all of it.
I'm honestly not kidding. The best I found in order to find this art, Cute Luck apparently has a good chunk of it. And yeah, there's about 2 or 3 rows of this thing.
There's also an important thing that me and CNC noticed.
And I'm pretty sure it's
watching
not
this
grabbed all of it
episode,
yet.
And that is, if you look at the picnic from 2 different angles, you see, depending on the way the light is going, one of the plates changes color, which is, I think, a very neat feature for equestrian dishes.
That is neat. But, yeah, this is an episode of, hey...
All right, well...
So,
Yes,
you missed the
well-
point. It was a joke on an inconsistency in the episode. You...
It's Toa.
Flowering sticks are
You just went
tree
right over it.
blossoms.
Ah.
Yes.
All right.
Tree blossoms.
Is that any different from what I normally do, Cole?
Well,
No,
let's...
but I was hoping you'd be better.
This is what you get for hoping.
I know.
Well, let's go ahead and... for a quick synopsis... Let's go ahead and give a quick synopsis of the episode while everybody quickly grabs their images that they liked of the episode. So everybody has a moment, so hurry up, but quickly post them in chat room and Discord. The episode starts off, of course, with Starlight Glimmer and Trixie trying to do a picnic, but Starlight keeps getting pulled away by her bracelet. Apparently, being the student counselor means that she has to have her door open at all times, which also means that everybody becomes massively dependent on knocking on her door and asking about every little thing, such as how to describe water being wet, how to have an identity crisis as a changeling, and whatever one pony had that we will never know, but was apparently crying because he was really upset until Trixie scared him away so badly that he's probably never going to talk to anybody again.
Yeah.
How do I breathe?
A griffin mad at a dragon for banning something.
Also, Circuit, you guys have to remember this. In this episode, Starlight did more work than any school guidance counselor has ever done in a year.
Yeah.
No, there's no argument here. She did more work in that episode than any school guidance counselor ever.
You know, I've got to be honest, in the entire time I was in high school, the only times I went to the guidance counselor was when they fucked up my school schedule, like at the beginning of the year. Every year it happened. Happened every year, but that was the only time I ever went to see them, and I honestly can't remember their names.
The only time I ever went to the counselor was when they had all of us go to do this weird career assessment. We answered like 100 questions, and it told you what you would be good at doing for the rest of your life.
Ooh, what would you be good at?
I don't even remember anymore. I think it was some sort of warehouse work.
Nice.
Yeah.
All I know is with my ASVAB, the Navy wanted me, but I didn't want any part of them.
Actually, I gotta be honest, that's kind of... I'm sorry, Circuit. Warehouse... Oh, I'm sorry. I work in one of those environments. I'm sorry, Circuit.
At the moment, I'm in tech support and things keep crashing. I'd rather be in a warehouse right now.
Trust me, you wouldn't. Anyways...
Well, anyway, I'm getting back on track here. Starlight and Trixie keep getting into more and more arguments to the point where Trixie threatens to withhold sex, at which point Starlight finally realizes maybe she needs to let up. Finally closing the counselor's office in front before her students could get a final question in, and going off to a party with Maud and Mudbriar. This one, I'm not going to lie, I kept forgetting what the party was all about. I thought it was an anniversary dinner or something, but actually no, it was just the summer sun celebration.
No.
No. Spring
It's not summer. It's spring. They say equinox and solstice, both in the episode. I do not know what's going on.
So spring something or other. This is spring something or other.
Yeah.
Spring solstice or spring equinox? It's one of the two they interchange.
The equinox is in spring and fall.
They use both, Toa.
They use both terms. I do not know what's going on. They call it a solstastic.
Frame by fucking frame, Toa. Don't you question our shit.
They call it...
I'm not questioning your shit.
Alright, so... eventually what happens is... Silverstream's brother...
Terramel.
Terramar pops up.
Okay, everyone. This week's protest initiative challenge is drawing shipping between Terramar and Caramel. Make it happen.
I like it. We're gonna go with it.
One of them's underage. You know that.
And
you can age them up, Toa.
And that has never stopped. That has never stopped any shippers before.
I'm just putting it out there.
And duly noted. Moving on. So Terramar says Silverstream's gone missing. Starlight starts to feel guilty, as per usual for her. She runs off. She runs off to the school with Terramar to try to find her. After finding no evidence of what happened to her, except the fact that she apparently was studying Cockatrices, they run out just to collide with the party, in which we will see Maud and Mudbriar with the most expressive faces they will ever have.
Well, not really the most expressive, given what happens later.
You're not seeing this image I posted up.
Oh no, I saw that. I'm talking about the other time between Maud and Mudbriar.
In any case, moving along. So, Maud and Mudbriar, and Starlight, and Trixie, and, Creamsicle. Orange Creamsicle. We're gonna call him that now. He's Orange Creamsicle now. Okay, Sunkissed. I'm having fun with this. So, they all run into the Everfree Forest to try to find Silverstream before the Cockatrices do. Of course, this actually does come up with the most wonderful line of Trixie, where she has loads of experience
You screwed it up, Circuit.
Please.
I have loads of experience telling ponies. I have loads of experience finding... I fucked it up, too.
You got closer than me.
Loads of experience telling other ponies I have lots of experience.
Dealing with the creatures of the Everfree Forest.
Creatures of the Everfree Forest, yeah.
Yes.
Welcome to the Brony Show, where we try to correct each other while also fucking up the same quote.
And talking over each other.
Yeah, definitely that.
Quality programming.
But yes,
I did not know that you doing the quote off.
Anyway, I have to admit though, Trixie also has one of the best moments where she leads them around the forest for a while, where they wind up back where they're at, and they ask Trixie the simple question: "Do you even know where anything is?" She's like, "No, but usually when I'm trying to avoid a monster, if I run around like this, I usually run into them. So it's just like, she's kind of right.
It's tasty dirt.
Yes.
Yep.
So yeah, that was hilarious, but eventually they do run into the Cockatrice, Ez, a giant migration of them, who apparently find them. So they run around from the giant horde, saving everybody but Mudbriar, who unfortunately becomes quite stoned.
Ba-doom-ching.
I made the joke, I'm not apologizing for it.
Well, to be fair, Ma did find him much more attractive.
Well, Ma did make a few fun jokes with it.
Maud was on fire this episode.
Maud
yes,
was just nothing but nice little one-liners, and also even those moments where she had an annoyed expression at Mudbriar and his comments. Seriously,
We could have a party.
even
search
Maud
party.
had the. We could have a party. Yes, sir.
The bedroom eyes.
Maud always has bedroom eyes.
Yes, she does. But she actually is smiling and doesn't have a monotone voice.
Well, she sees a big hunk of man. Moving on. So they run around until they run across the Tree of Harmony, or the Tree House of Harmony now, at which Starlight Glimmer is just like, oh, I probably should have thought about 22 minutes ago when this episode actually started. They run in there, finally finding Silverstream and, of course, the Cockatrice, which I'm surprised doesn't have more fan art because it's probably the only one we've ever met that actually looks different and is actually kind of cute in a way.
Also,
guys,
this particular
did you find any
Cockatrice tag on Derpy Boru is completely safe. This is okay by me, actually. I'm not gonna argue that one. That's
you guys said
I'm still unimpressed by it because I figured it would have been yeah.
Oh shit, never mind. That is actually awesome art right there.
Yeah.
Hold on.
I
I'm gonna put this up here.
I still think that's either queen or a patriarch. Yeah, it has to be the queen of the Cockatrice.
It's not Queen of the Cockatrices, it's just a Cockatrice that happens to look a little bit more awesomer than the rest, so obviously they have to give it a name and a personality. And it will never be addressed again for the rest of the show, which unfortunately is not much longer.
now,
you say that, but you said that about Termail.
Now, here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. Who's to say that this wasn't just a normal Cockatrice, and then it was just kind of spruced up a lot by Silverstream? I'm not gonna lie, I could totally see it happening.
Bird did some preening.
Yep.
By the way,
Also that comic.
by the way,
That comic right there.
it's time for Suki doesn't pay attention again. Because I wasn't paying attention and all I heard was Queen of the Cock.
Anyway,
I mean,
so that was
All it is Queen of the Cock.
the episode in general. Of course, Starlight Glimmer at her Starlight Glimmeriest, the relationship between her and Trixie, and also Maud and Mudbriar.
All that tea.
All that tea. That is.
All the tea.
oh my gosh, I just found something beautiful that I was not expecting to find. Circuit. There you go.
Don't worry, I'm going through the images here. Now, of course, this did bring a lot of fun ideas and thoughts, of course, a lot of them about the relationship between Maud and Mudbriar. But one interesting question that did get posted, and I do have to ask people out there, is Starlight Glimmer actually a good guidance counselor?
In all honesty, from what I have seen, she is at least someone to talk to and to work out ideas with. If only because she has been to so far an extreme to try and destroy the frickin' planet.
Wow, that is the angriest sandwich eating I have ever seen.
Silverstream doesn't understand what you're supposed to do in a counselor's office.
Yep,
That's all.
that's
Everyone
basically-
else seemed to actually have issues that they needed to talk out.
Yeah.
Well, it's Silverstream. She's
If
not exactly.
Silverstream had been talking about the project, that might have been actually a good thing to talk about. But the towel stuff, that's something that you just grab your group of friends and have them explain it.
Unfortunately, her group of friends were in line.
Nah.
Save for Yona and Sandbar, who we did not see this episode, and I assume was off shipping somewhere.
I believe the true question is that one pony who really wanted to get into her office. What problems was he dealing with that Trixie would not let him deal with?
There's the
Something
angry
that caused him to
griffin.
cry. This was a crying pony. That is something else.
Yep. And there's the angry griffin with
But-
the smug dragon.
Actually,
Not only
that's
that,
the
but
other
also-
that's the other gift.
also-
Yeah.
Thing to note, his cutie mark is raindrops, so we can only imagine that he's dealing with a lot right now.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
Yeah, he's probably the one that really needed a counselor office, and we'll never know now.
I do love that tiny smirk Smolder gives right at the end.
Oh yeah. She is definitely proving that she's not
Oh,
a
right, Cole. We didn't get to that point where we could actually look at that book and the map on the wall.
diagram.
You're
Or no, we did.
Or
I just
you're
didn't look at the
wrong.
map. Why didn't I look at the map?
Good question.
Second, you have inadvertently had them go crazy.
It's
Again.
what I do.
Well, mostly what's on the map is that new crag that we didn't know about. Or the peak to the crag, actually. Which probably figured it was there because we do have that big gorge.
I'm not gonna lie, but for a moment, I forgot what a crag was, and the first thing I thought of was in that one season that I can't remember which season it was. I think it was season 7. Yeah, it was season 7 when like they go to Manhattan and with Maud, and then Rarity's like, "Do you see anything you like?" And then she looks at a crack in the pavement.
Yep.
Wow, that is an expression from her from Starlight.
They are going all out with the expressions. It's beautiful.
Oh, it is a
Yeah,
wonderful thing. Yeah.
This is an episode full of expressions, and that's why I love it so much.
Expressions, one-liners, jokes, a lot of callbacks too. It was fun to see the whole Cockatrice callback once again.
Yep. As I said, this definitely felt like they were taking early ideas of MLP and just going, you know, what if we want to up it a bit? Not like make it invalid, but just change it a bit.
That is a good question. How in the world does Starlight know that it's perfectly normal for a changeling to have identity issues?
She probably had a chat with Thorax about it because they are technically friends, so.
Oh, that's messed up. Okay, here's a fun one. Yeah. Here's an image of the Rose Luck with glue, and it's actually the glue that they use for the closing party T-shirt.
Oh, that has to be the latest to this, simply because of
Yeah,
how
that is.
late it was.
But yeah, no, a lot of people would kind of say it outright. The episode was good. They enjoyed a lot of it. It had a lot of fun moments. And the one thing that we're always going to wonder, what in the world was going on with the crying pony that got denied a little bit of counseling?
Sunburst really didn't have any role here.
Oh no, he had a role. He was the one that was speaking out, mentioning the whole nesting response and shooting lasers at random. Otherwise, he really was just kind of caught in the crossfire of everything.
Well,
he
honestly,
also poked himself on a cake.
Basically, Sunburst was there just for one showing Starlight's support system.
I don't know. I don't know too much about that. I think it was just there to be there because they already knew who Maud was from all the other shenanigans going on.
I'm just happy to see him around.
No, it is nice. It's nice to see Creamsicle around some more.
By the way, this episode was written by Josh Tabor, who has written a lot of other good episodes, so that makes sense.
Yep.
Yep.
Of
I feel like
course.
he's got like a higher title somewhere in there, and I don't know what it is.
Now here's the fun question: what was the actual moral of this episode?
The moral of this episode is don't have too much on your plate and plan accordingly, even if your friends kind of leave you. Also, don't run off without telling anybody.
That's
I do
more than
have to
one episode
wonder,
moral.
With Starlight becoming the new kind of Twilight, why she didn't have the whole list of things. Why did Trixie have the list of things?
Well, she's becoming the neurotic part of Twilight, not the organized list part of Twilight.
And Trixie's been better with lists.
Actually, DM12. I like DM12's response here a little bit more. The whole thing about the episode is to balance your work life and your social life. You got to learn to balance it a little bit. And granted, giving a 7-year-old, you got to make sure you balance work and work, and play is kind of interesting, but later on when you're older, that definitely becomes a lot more important, especially when your work tries to make you work 60-hour weeks. You don't get out and see
my
the sun.
work is like, if you get anywhere close to 40 hours, you have to be on eggshells.
You did not
Toa,
let you
You
Toa.
realize that most people work 40-hour work weeks, right?
I know.
Toa, do you know I was just trying to go for a sappy monologue with a bunch of silliness, and you just kind of railroaded me?
Hey, how often do you railroad me?
Bit.
Right.
You
Anything
both
you
should
wanna say
know by
about this
now that the
episode?
person who's supposed to be
right.
railroading here is me. I'm the one with all the trains, so fuck off.
All right, now that we got the person that runs trains
Right.
in an angry moment, let's move on.
We do
God.
get the inside of that party store again, and we get the inside of the treehouse.
Yeah.
At least one room. It's nice.
It's nice.
Oh, that appears to be the 4A /
So here's the question: are we going to get enough knowledge of the treehouse before the season is over, or are we actually going to have a moment where Brony's have to fill in the gaps of how that treehouse is actually set up?
So
I'm
if
still
we don't
waiting for the
really
tour.
understand.
There's going to be an atrium up above, and there may be 2 other rooms.
Circuit,
Yeah.
we barely even understand Twilight's current treehouse.
Did we actually have a good understanding of the Golden Oaks Library? I mean, come on, that door opens 8 different ways?
Let's not think about it too much for the sake of our sanity.
Yeah.
It's a cartoon.
No, it's something that will make me go insane.
All right, well,
It's made me go insane before.
all right, well, we're
To be fair, we saw all the rooms aside from what was probably hidden in the walls.
all right. We're gonna go ahead and move on here because it's time to hit the other episode, The Last Crusade. Probably.
Indiana Jones music.
I haven't.
No.
gone to
No,
go
we
to
can't do that.
one
We'll
yet.
get copyright
Frame
struck.
it
So
again,
here's
shoot.
here's the Alabama John music. Dun 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 dun, boo dun dun, dun 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 dun. This is Crocodile Dundee, you idiot.
What?
It's literally Crocodile Dundee, damn it. It's not.
Oh, I never watched any of that.
Yeah. Well, honestly, the writers and people have said that for Scootaloo's parents, they did Steve Irwin and Jane Goodall, which.
Really, I heard Crocodile Dundee was some of the inspiration there.
Well, for the hat, yes, but dude,
We're
Scootaloo's
just.
father basically did a crocodile hunter.
That was an interesting crocodile because it was a small crocodile.
That was a baby crocodile.
Well, in any case, let's go ahead and get started here with the discussion of the episode.
Oh.
But yeah, as we're discussing this, once again, go ahead and post your favorite pics, images in chat room and in pics and gifs in the Discord. We'll grab them as we talk. So yes, this might actually be the last Kingdom Crusader episode for all we know, which would kind of be fitting in all irony for Last Crusade. But
Well, in all honesty, this was kind of the Wong song as just standalone characters.
we're moving Toa to the silent room for a moment so I can actually talk. So, as I mentioned of the episode here, this is the episode where the big question finally gets answered about Scootaloo and her living arrangements as well as her parents. Of course, it starts off with Scootaloo hanging out at her house with her aunts. As we already mentioned, the aunts have been confirmed to be a couple. And yeah, they were there for a short, quick moment, but it was a fun one nonetheless. And
Best characters we will ever see.
the best characters we will ever see. And we also got a little bit more about Scootaloo's upbringing, in which she was either visited by other people at Ponyville or she kind of slept over at some of the houses. So Scootaloo was essentially kind of a solo pony, except for visits from adults, which also makes her an anime protagonist.
Are you talking about the one where basically his parents spent all the money on themselves and left him with nothing?
No, not
No.
that. No. I know what you're talking about, but no. It's a common stereotype of the anime protagonist. You have this student that's going to school and they are living by themselves because their parents are in America or they're Europe or they're somewhere else, and basically they're just living completely home alone and have to be self-responsible for their studies, work, and etc. so on and so forth. Which, in all honesty, I wish more people would get on that train. She's an anime protagonist, damn it. We could go so far with this. We could go so far. Row, fight the Scootaloo. Anyway, moving on. So, while Scootaloo's talking about her parents, she gets a postcard. Of course, she's so excited about it that during her quote-unquote show and tell, she talks all about them. At which point, we, of course, Snips has to talk about the fact that, no, she is out of her mind. And then a giant crocodile stomps into the schoolhouse and starts to eat a desk.
Baby crocodile.
Eats Applebloom's desk, and the next we see, Applebloom just jumps over into Scootaloo's desk like nothing even happened.
Actually, I saw that too, and I thought that was hilarious. So yeah, that was Applebloom's desk, and here's an image of Applebloom in Scootaloo's desk now. Of course, it is fun because we get to see all of the little ponies there, and it looks like Twist is still alive.
Yeah, we have the same class that we usually do.
It's still fun, though, that they kept the same class and didn't alternate them or change them out in any way.
Well, there's different age groups, because we do have the younger kids.
Yeah.
That were there for all the blank stuff.
Yep.
But yes, of course, we finally meet the parents, who, at this moment, everybody is deciding between Crocodile Dundee, the Crocodile Hunter. I mean, let's face it, we kind of have an idea of who the hell they're supposed to be. And it is wonderful and glorious.
Shirley is just freaked out.
I actually do feel for Shirley on this one. I mean, if a crocodile came and started eating desks...
In all honesty, you gotta wonder, after all the stuff that has happened in Ponyville, this is what she finally tweets out on?
No.
Although, I do want to go more into the lesson plan that she had, because it was about the weather factory, and she said that they are not producing the sunshine, but that it basically implies that with how she words it.
Does anybody know how she words it exactly?
I'll get the transcript.
Yeah. No, I can't blame Shirley. Here's what I'm wondering, though. Now, the crocodile runs in there and starts making a mess of things, and then they jump in and save the day. What the hell happened? How did the crocodile get out when obviously it's not indigenous, so they had to have it? It starts to run amok in the schoolhouse, and they have a cage at the door.
They saw it get loose, they pushed it up to the door, they jumped in.
Okay, but how did it get loose in the first place? I mean, really, they're supposed to be the people that handle this crap.
They probably wrote that just for that Steve Irwin moment.
Of course they wrote it. Of course they wrote it for that. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, they're based off of Crocodile Dundee, Jane Goodall, and of course they're like, Scootaloo, we've come to visit. We've also come to live with you more often. And in order to do so, we're going to move you to Sri Lanka, the pony version. I forgot the name.
I can look it up, but yeah, looking at the Shirley quote, it says specialize in snow, rain, and sunshine.
Yeah, specialize in sunshine. How do you specialize in sunshine?
I have no idea.
You know what? I can open up an easy theory on that. I believe it's due to the cloud coverage. Controlling how much sunshine actually gets out due to how much cloud coverage is in the area.
Right. I'm just gonna stare at you with beady eyes.
You can't say I'm wrong. Moving on. So yeah, they decide that and I actually gotta give them credit for this continuity. Due to all of the problems going on with Equestria having a lot of threats and the comeback of Sombra. Sorry, I wanted to say something else, but my brain was doing really horrible, messy things.
The continuity that they have are just Sombra coming back and the elements being destroyed.
Yeah.
From this season.
Yeah, the fact that they
don't know.
So they realize that there's a threat, and they decide, okay, we need to take our daughter and take her to our work, where we deal with dangerous animals that nobody else can. Dangerous
That reminds-
animals that nobody else can. We're gonna take our little full daughter who can't fly.
Yes.
Second, may I point out again to Crocodile Hunter of him beating crocodiles with his infant son. Thank you.
I'm moving on.
hmm By the way, that son
Although
now
it is
So-
amusing that
crocodiles.
her parents are a Pegasus and an Earth Pony. They're both above average height.
Yeah. In fact, there was a joke from Alumex about the Pegasus being taller than Celestia for a moment, and that was funny as hell.
Also, I looked up what they said they were going to. It said Shia Lanka.
Lanka.
Yeah.
Uh,
So yeah, you were right with the
well, I knew what the Sri Lanka force, but any case, so getting back on track
That
here.
meme got cut off.
Yeah,
The Great
It-
Disturbance of the Force meme.
it's the same. Everybody knows the quote. It's of millions of
Yeah.
head cannons
Yep.
cried out and then were suddenly silenced.
oh, these episodes go too well together, especially with that image.
Right. Well, we're gonna move right along here. So they're moving her away. Scootaloo doesn't like it because obviously that means it breaks up the Cutie Mark Crusaders, which are a trio. And
also, they kind of do a lot of stuff.
yeah, well, we'll get to the discussion about the Scootaloo's parents in a moment here. But so what happens is the Kingdom Hearts Crusaders try to come up with a bunch of ideas to convince the parents that she needs to stay. Admittedly, the parents also come up with good counter arguments about why she needs to go with them. I gotta give them a lot of credit on that one. That's kind of hilarious.
Well, honestly, them having good counter arguments.
Oh my hell! Sorry.
Yeah, it actually makes it an actual tension, not just the whole thing of oh no, we know they'll stay together. First time through, you're like, could they really be doing this? Could they really be splitting it up and teaching that, hey, everything stays the same? You can always things change.
Wow.
And then you remember this show's run by Hasbro.
Yep.
Well, I can understand that. At the same time, I think it's an interesting idea where basically her parents are doing something that they can only do, and she has a skill that only she can do. And and I understand the whole safety argument, but dragging your daughter away from where she actually fits in and is good at something just to protect her from the same crap that you're probably going to subject her to doesn't sound very good. But in any case, if you look at the credits here, just for a little bit of fun, yeah. So apparently, Main Allgood is the wife's name, and Snapshutter. I mean, Main Allgood. The Main Allgood's hilarious. That's a hilarious. But why Snapshutter?
Check his cutie mark. It's a
I know, but it seems like a weird name.
Well, they couldn't
He's
really.
there to document.
Yeah.
Anyway, so if you guys get more pictures, go ahead and go at it. Continuing on with the synopsis. After they've tried multiple times to convince the parents to let her stay, and losing every single argument, they decide to move her to her aunt's instead, where the aunts say, yeah, no, that's not going to work, but here's a better idea. And so they arrange a giant parade just before they can make tracks to Sri Lanka. I'm just going to keep saying that now because I can't pronounce the other proper word.
Shire Lanka.
Shire Lanka.
Yeah.
Just before they can go there, they show a big gathering, which I'm going to say I'm ridiculously impressed by it.
Well, think about
It's a
how
big
many...
gathering, but Rumble and Thunder Lane are nowhere to be seen.
Those are the two that you go up to. I'm going for Babs. There was no Babs.
I'm
I thought she
fine
was
with
there.
Babs not being there because this was a thrown together in a day thing. Only
Wait.
Ponyville residents and the Troubleshoes.
Gabby and Tamao.
Well, they got Gabby and Terramar in there too, which is kind of...
They are oddballs. I can understand them possibly being wandering through.
All right.
To be fair, Tamao could be there because of Silverstream, and Gabby could be there delivering letters. So.
Oh, well, anyway, moving on. Wait, who did you say wasn't there?
Rumble and his brother, Thunderlight.
And also Apple Bloom's cousin, Seed.
I already mentioned that. Moving on. So yeah, they go into a big party and they see all of the crazy ponies that these triplets have managed to. I'm just gonna say trio. That the trio managed to actually inspire, help, give them their cutie mark, their purpose in life, help change their purpose in life in some regards, and even reform some of them. Yeah, we're looking at you, Bichara.
And apparently Sonic says Babs was there near Troubleshoot.
That's what I was about to say. I was looking up for the images, but I swear Babs was in that last scene.
I actually got the image up with Troubleshoes, and I'm not seeing Babs.
There's a different angle.
Group shot.
If anybody can find Babs, please go ahead. I would like to be proven wrong on this because I figured Babs was such a big one that they. Oh, never mind. I stand corrected. Yeah, she's right there. In fact, there's this close up of her right there. Of course, her eyes are a little weird.
Well, blame it on the angle. But yeah.
Actually, I'll give them here's a little credit though. They did have Babs in there, and they also had Babs' scissor cutie mark. So they actually made sure that the image was updated correctly too. So yeah, Babs was there. Thank you. I'm kind of glad I missed that.
In fact, hang on. Let's take that, open image in new tab so I can send that over. There we go. And literally look on the right side there.
Oh yeah. Oh wow, yeah, she's right there.
That's like the first shot you see.
I
missed that?
I think I was looking more on the left side than the right. And it's
still
only
very annoyed that Rumble and Thunderlane are nowhere to be seen.
all right.
Well,
So
it
no.
could be off, well, Thunderlane's a Wonderbolt now, and Rebel could be offing with him.
Or he fell in the cooking pot. We're not going to talk about that.
I'll
I'm
go
not
with
even
Cooking
gonna-
Pot.
Alright, but yeah, so everybody is there. Actually, no, there's one other person that should have been there. Cozy Glow. They helped her. Moving on. Okay, so I had to get this dumb joke out.
I know. But yeah, think about this.
But
They got a couple together. They made sure a person didn't go to jail. They helped people with their cutie marks. It's like they are a service that no one really thought they needed until
well, in any case, so they managed to get a giant parade with half the town saying literally they kind of all belong here together because they actually do a good job. But they said, but we actually sold the house, so they move away anyway. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so it did give an interesting little, I'm not going to lie, it feels a little shoehorned, but at the same time, it's an interesting resolution. The aunts decide, you know what, we are actually going to go, we're moving to Ponyville anyway. We like it there, and we want to make more cookies, I guess. So they are actually moving in, and Scootaloo's going to be living with her aunts. And in all honesty, it was good. It was a really good episode, and if it is the final CMC episode, I'd say it's a hell of a send-off.
Well, also, some people just had an issue with Scootaloo's parents and how the Scooter abuse kind of was prevalent throughout the series.
Oh, Scoot abuse was a Brony made thing, and we're gonna move on beyond it.
I'm talking about the stuff that's in like Sleepless in Ponyville and that sort of thing.
Is Troubleshoe supposed to be an actual horse? Yes.
Yes, he's just he's a really big pony.
He is a I would call him more of a Percheron, because those things are big.
Wait, what the hell is this?
No. Oh, the comic. They are different. That is them in the comic, in the fire there.
Okay, so unfortunately, this is a prime example of the soft canon that the comics have. Which is really a shame, because they're really good designs, and they could have kept them like that.
Well, it's more of how much effort did the animation team want to put in versus...
They made new character models for these two.
No.
What, they were there for a while?
Lofty's character model we've kind of seen before. They've just touched it up and different mane.
Okay, fair enough.
Holiday, this frontal mane is definitely different and new.
All right, fair. I'll give you that then.
Yeah.
All right, getting back on track here. Chat room does have a few comments. Episode provides a moral on how moving away due to work, personal reasons, etc. isn't fair to children, how it impacts their lives. Well,
But-
I guess that's one thing, yeah. Not all of us have family willing to
argument
look.
to that is, if you don't move somewhere, you can't make new friends and have new opportunities and experience.
Let's
It
see.
sucks, but
Let's see. First I tried sailing, then I tried fishing, I tried rowing, then my oar broke. Like, he went out to sea by himself and got destroyed by a storm. Okay, that's funny.
Yeah, I think it's more that he was given these suggestions, so he went to a lake, a small lake, such that if he did end up stranded, someone would be around to pick him up.
Or he could just swim to shore really easily.
could he swim?
But in all honesty, it's just a really good episode in general because it really wraps things up nicely for the CMC for the most part.
Yeah. As
Yeah,
I
for the
said,
most part.
people will just have...
Well, I mean, we could still have another CMC Slice of Life episode. I don't think that'll happen. It might. But if it doesn't, this is a good way to end it off for season 9, and, you know, it's a good closure. I'm okay with it.
But again, a lot of Scootaloo's hardships, people will go, yeah, absentee parent.
Oh my god, the aunts live in
Well,
a
this is
cottage
good
in the
closure
woods.
for Scootaloo for us to finally have.
That's it. We got the whole
We've had a
Scootaloo's
good
parents.
closure for Apple Bloom, kind of, by getting her vigor of that we got in the Apple episode a few episodes back.
Yeah,
Have we gotten a good ending for Sweetie Belle?
I think
Bell's kind of been the boring middle child. If you know what I mean.
no. We had some good moments with Sweetie Belle and Rarity because their relationship is the big thing there. And I mean, we even had Luna Dream drop distancing on them.
Right, interesting. In this episode, when they were heading off onto the train, Sweetie Belle doesn't say that her parents will be fine with it. She says that Rarity will be fine with it.
I'm pretty sure that Rarity takes care of her more than the parents, especially since I'm not even sure the parents are in Ponyville. Are they in Ponyville?
Yes, Bab's seat parade. He is on the docks. They live on the docks.
Yep.
On the pond.
Okay, fair enough. I think that's good. I think that's another discussion. Basically, Sweetie Belle's parents at this point is a hell other discussion.
The only thing is that Sweetie Belle and Rarity's parents, they probably go on to trips or they just take a lot of vacations because, let's face it, their daughter is loaded and she's paying them back.
Well, in any case, for the most part, it's a good episode. I liked it. And it feels like a good closer for the CMC if that ends up being the case for the rest of the season. And, you know, it's kind of sad to see the closer too, but a lot of questions answered, a lot of information given, and, you know, it's just always nice to see the hard work being recognized by everybody. I mean, even a callback to everybody that they affected. Almost everybody that they affected. And I'd say with that, we're going to go ahead and move on to our video segment here because we talked about that way too much and we got quite a number of videos to go through.
Well, boss, let's face it,
let's face it, we got to get to videos, so let's move on. All right, we're going to go ahead and get into our video segment now. And, of course, we're going to start off with what's going to turn out to be the next few weeks of Celeb Pony Jeopardy. And I am not apologizing for this. This stuff is hilarious. But first, quickly, while everybody gets into our side tube here, we're going to quickly update the images. Okay, you know what? There we go. Perfect. Alright, and yes, unfortunately, yeah, there's another MILF for the MILF collection. Pretty sure everybody's already aware of it.
Yep.
Alright, so...
This episode, that's your opinion.
Alright, so let's go ahead and get started here. In 3, 2, 1...
Welcome back to Celebrity Jeopardy! I apologize for what happened before the commercial, and would like to assure the audience that all 3 contestants are now wearing pants. That said, let's take a look at the scores. Ozzy Osbourne has negative $79,000.
Honestly, I see Gobble as Ozzy.
Fantastic. Martha Stewart has a commanding lead with 0.
Alex, I've transformed this simple game show podium into a rich cornucopia of winter flora. Using dried figs and snow-tipped eucalyptus. I really treasure it.
Wow. And in 3rd place, Sean Connery.
Oh no.
We meet again, Trebek. I noticed you weren't able to sit down during the break. What's wrong, sweetie? Did you have a date last night?
Thank you, Mr. Connery. Now let's take a look at the categories for Double Jeopardy. They are potent foodables, drummers named Ringo, states that begin with California, Richard Nixon, the number after 2, famous Kareem Abdul-Jabbars, and finally, don't do anything. What is it, Mr. Connery?
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Me, the guy who slept with your mother last night.
Let's just go with drummers named Ringo for 400. And the answer is... this Ringo was the star drummer for the Beatles. Martha Stewart.
I'm so terribly lonely.
I know. Sean Connery, the drummer for the Beatles.
Craven Moorhead.
Who is Craven Moorhead?
Apparently you are.
Ozzy, please.
The answer, of course, is Ringo Starr. Mr. Osborne, you get to choose.
Choose? Oh, I'll take toast and choose for 60 million.
Let's just go with don't do anything. The answer is don't do anything. Don't ring your buzzer, just remain motionless, and you all win. Mr. Osborne, you just lost. Well, at least the 2 other contestants. Why did you ring your buzzer?
Because that sound reminds me of a yellow-throated New England warbler.
Well, congratulations, Mr. Connery. You were... What? Why did you do that?
Because I hate you, Trebek.
swear it sounded like Daryl Hammond was about to lose it.
Yeah, it did.
Looky what I did.
Oh. Fantastic. All right, let's just end this. Final Jeopardy. The category is, you know what? I'll tell you what. The category is things you like. Just write down or draw a picture of something you like. If you like
Oh god, is this the one I think it is?
draw a circle.
Probably.
Mr. Osborne could draw a Charleston chew. Mr. Connery could draw me hanging myself. Anything at all. Well, let's start with Ozzy Osbourne. He wrote monkeys. Fine. That's great. You like monkeys.
No, I hate monkeys. They're awful. I had a monkey one time, but he wouldn't drink alcohol. So, I bit his bloody hell.
There's something wrong with your brain.
There's a lot
Martha
wrong
Stewart
with
seems
this
very
brain.
confident. Let's see what she wrote. Absolutely nothing.
Alex, I'm filthy rich. I don't need your chump change.
You're playing for charity.
Screw him.
Ow.
Seek some counseling. And finally, Sean Connery, you wrote Alex Trebek. I can't believe it. Something you like is me.
Oh, laddie, I know I'm hard on you, but it's all in good fun.
Well, I don't know what to say. Let's see how much you wager. Sucks.
There was a moment.
I can't believe I fell for that. So long from Celebrity Jeopardy. Good Lord. What?
Like I said, we're gonna have these for a while. And now we're gonna have that one too.
Ooh, what filter are you going to use, darling?
I was thinking about going #no filter.
Not to sound like Granny Smith, but why do y'all care so much about a filter? All it does is make a new picture look old. Oh, no, sweetheart, no! They are so much
I kind of agree with Sunset and Applejack.
Shape chic? I'd never wear a dodecahedron. If you're missing your friends, try Flora/Fauna. Check it out! We're in a band. We do that already. Fish eye. Bird's eye.
What?
Okay,
Normal hair. You guys look great.
Ah!
Actually, I kind of like how the hair actually moved normally for a moment.
In the background.
sorry, I have to admit, I chuckled at the fisheye joke.
I like the Okay, now that that one got me. That one got me.
This one is awesome. The cake looks delicious. I'll say. What's this filter called, Pinkie Pie? What filter?
You know, we should have saw that coming with Pinky.
And now more Celeb Pony Jeopardy.
Here we go. Again.
Granted, this is the last one for the night because we had a lot of videos.
Welcome back to Celebrity Jeopardy. I thought we were done with this, but Regis Philbin, that mongrel idiot, decided to do a Celebrity Millionaire. And network competition being what it is, I stand before you, a broken and miserable man. Let's take a look at the scores. Sean Connery has set a new Jeopardy record for futility with
Shuck on it, Trebek. Shuck it long and shuck it hard.
That's beautiful. Do you kiss your mother with that mouth?
No, but I did something to your mother with this mouth.
Okay. Why? Keanu Reeves has an impressive negative $32,000.
I know Kung Fu.
For the last time, no you don't. And finally, Hilary Swank in a commanding lead with 0.
Did I win? Because there's some people I need to thank.
Let's just take a look at the board. And the categories are potent potables, foreign flicks, things Trebek sucks. Wait. All right. Let's continue. Potpourri, hot or cold? What ears do? Is this a hat? That's where I name an object, and you tell whether or not it's a hat. And finally, colors that end in Urple. Hilary Swank, you're in the lead, so we'll start with you.
I'm a girl, you know.
Let's just go with foreign flicks for 800.
Ursula Andress.
What?
Ursula Andress, Catherine Deneuve, and Charo Twice.
That's foreign flicks, Mr. Connery.
Ah.
Foreign flicks. Mr. Reeves, why don't you pick?
I shall take balloons for 800, if you please.
That's not a category.
My mistake. I shall choose balloons for 600.
Tell you what, let's do colors that end in Urple for 800. This color ends in Urple. Hilary Swank.
What is light, Urple?
Wow. Keanu Reeves.
I will venture a guess. Who is Jaleel White?
What?
Is that not the gentleman who played Urkel, the humorous fellow with the glasses who loves cheese?
That's Urkel. Oh, good. Mr. Connery wants to say something.
I thought of some more foreign ladies I snogged.
Let's just go to hot or cold for 400. And it's a video daily double. Here goes nothing. Please take a look at your video monitors. None of you knows. No one can figure out if the hot tea is hot or cold. Thank God, Keanu Reeves.
Is it iced tea?
No, it's hot tea.
Well, then I have no idea.
Let's just go to Final Jeopardy. The category is... Oh, come on, why would they do this? The category is famous mothers.
My day has come.
I'm going to give you the satisfaction. The new category is anything. Right? Anything. Just right. Use your
Anything.
arm, hand, and special pen, and move the pen around. Scribble if you want to. Just make some kind of mark. Okay, let's get this over with. Sean Connery, you wrote down below. Don't know why you wrote that, but technically that's a correct answer. You did write something. Let's see what you wagered. Me. Below me. Below me. I don't get it.
Oh, I'll bet you do, you Canadian punk.
Proud day for you and your family. Keanu Reeves, you look rather pleased. Let's see what you wrote down. Nothing. The question was right, anything, and you got it wrong. I'm speechless. Let's see what you wagered. $11 billion. That's not even a real number.
Yet.
Simply amazing. And finally, Hilary Swank.
Thanks, Alex. I'm so honored to have been here today. So many people I have to thank. I couldn't have done it without
Oh God.
the incredible cast and crew of Jeopardy. My publicist, who was a beautiful human being. That's it.
Touching. That's all for Jeopardy. Regis, you can have him. Good night.
And now, Big Brother Best Friend Forever live acoustic cover.
When I was just a filly, I found it rather silly to see how many other ponies I could be. I had my books to read, didn't know that I would ever need other ponies to make my life complete. But there was one colt that I cared for. I knew he would be there for me. My big brother, best friend forever. Like two peas in a pod, we did everything together. He taught me how to fly a kite. Best friend forever. We never had a single fight. We did everything we shared our hopes, we shared our dreams. I miss him more than I realized. It seems my big brother, best friend forever. Like two peas in a pod, we did everything together. And though he's oh so far away, I hope that he would stay. My big brother, best friend forever. Forever.
Dad, he's a tenor.
With Red Dead
And now,
Redemption 2,
two best sisters play Red Dead Redemption 2.
aims to create a living world that's not simply open, but deeper,
Come on, pretty boy.
more interactive and detailed than ever.
This doesn't look like Game of the Year to me.
This is a Western game, though, so...
Yeah, sure, I'm in the West, but like, this is. Look at it.
Shoot him.
Why would I shoot
God.
him?
Well,
He's running. Oh, fuck it, whatever. Oh,
Whoa.
sweet. First person?
that's pretty sweet.
Patience. Wait, I can murder someone in broad daylight? The town only gives kind of a fuck?
Your actions have consequences, and it's up to you to decide just how honorable Arthur is.
What happens if I kill another guy?
Maybe the town will have more patience.
What the
to get
fuck? Why do they have so much more patience? Even though they're dead. They're dead right here.
Oh, well, I guess it was God's will.
No!
Each weapon has unique characteristics, with realistic reload and recoil that always keeps the player grounded and connected to the action in a gunfight. You can
That
get
was
into
an
raucous
unkillable
altercations, fight a duel, and a lot more.
Where?
With that dog over there.
Okay, fine. Fuck you, dog.
Showdown!
Oh my god. Why is it so hard?
This is a world that is rich in depth and detail, all designed to be explored on horseback or on foot.
What the hell? What are you doing? This motion blur is making fucking 60.
Oh God! Oh, what is that truck simulator that a big wrench? This is basically
Hunting
big
helps the
wrench.
camp or earns you money. Wound an animal and you'll have to track them down. Animal pelts and other items you find can be traded for cash to use at general stores, gunsmiths,
Why won't you die? Are you gonna attack these buffaloes?
Some skin mark attacks or something.
But, like, the horse can't...
How do you kill...
A horse can't hurt a buffalo.
Jump on him?
Okay, this is... Oh my god, my horse can jump like a boss.
Over time, the bond between you and your horse will grow, making them easier to control in tense situations.
Yeah, he's a great horse, aside from when the devil got him.
What?
You know, I just killed it! How is the horse doing that? No! No!
Now I see why this one game in your world.
Your saddle and saddlebags can store extra weapons, along with supplies and animal carcasses that you pick up while out roaming or hunting. A rich and varied ecosystem thrives in the world, full of predators, prey, and scavengers, all smart and sometimes deadly.
Holy shit. You are knifing that bear the fuck up. Cut his face, man. Cut him so bad.
Got a drink. Drink. Drink more.
That's not water, dude. That's whiskey.
Shooting and fighting have both been radically improved to make combat deep and engaging at all times.
Jesus, this is taking longer than I anticipated.
Oh man, you're almost out of whiskey. Just cut his face. Cut his face.
He's almost dead.
Oh, you're almost dead. Oh my god. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, mission complete. Oh, fuck off, Rockstar. Fuck you. I can't. Can you understand what the fuck he's saying?
It's all garbled.
I can kind of get it.
Bacon?
Like, but it's all Western. Can you fucking like back out and like turn on subtitles?
Subtitles.
Yeah, it's display, right?
Alright.
Okay. All right, thanks a lot, man. Finally understand what the fuck that guy was saying.
Alright, good.
Wait, what the fuck? Where'd he go?
Whatever.
Yeah, who gives a shit?
Yay picnic.
Student council in a nutshell.
BRB. Okay, now picnic.
Yay picnic.
BRB. Okay, I'm back.
So
You've been
much
teleported too
teleporting.
much can be bad.
BRB.
Can be bad for your brain if you teleport too many times.
BRB.
Oh, there's a GIF of just
Too
all
many
of the
times
teleports
you can start forgetting
of this episode. It's
BRB.
It's beautiful.
Okay, I'm back.
forgetting things.
BRB. Okay, I'm back.
What did I just say?
Sorry, I forgot.
I am doing a report on Cockatrices, but I need help writing a letter to.
Live stream. I have to help many ponies.
Okay, I'll be back later, lol. Are you ready for the party stoplight?
What party?
Mute's party that we're helping with.
Sorry, I forgot.
Because you're teleporting too much.
Okay, I will get the dishes and decorations. BRB. Okay, now I will get the flowers.
What the hey am getting flowers.
Sorry, I forgot.
All that teleporting is damaging her memory.
BRB. Hi, I need a cake recipe.
Trixie already got it.
Sorry, I forgot. BRB. What the heck?
Stoplight, stop teleporting. Stoplight, I
Ow.
have a question about Cockatrices.
Sorry, live stream, I have to bake a cake.
We bring cake.
Yay cake.
Now we can celebrate the spring solstice.
Don't you mean the spring equinox?
What the heck?
Solstice occurs twice a year when the path of the sun is farthest away from the Earth's equator on either the first day of summer or the first day of winter. However, an equinox occurs when the path of the sun is directly overhead the Earth's equator twice a year, on either the first day of spring or the first day of autumn. The word solstice is derived from a Latin phrase meaning standing sun due to the fact that the summer solstice is the longest day of the year for the residents of whichever hemisphere the path of the...
Sorry, I forgot.
She's been teleporting.
Yes, but not anymore. Let's enjoy the party. No more teleporting.
Stoplight help, I can't find live stream.
Okay, BRB.
Looks like she was tooting Cockatrices. Why didn't you mention it earlier?
Sorry, I forgot. Let's look for live stream in the every forest.
Oh no, Cockatrices. Rock-a-doodle-doo. Don't make eye contact or you'll become a rock.
Let's get out of here. Wait, where's Mud Brian?
Oh no.
I mean, oh no.
If only there was a safe location around where a live stream might be. Like maybe a magical treehouse or something. That would be very helpful right now. What? Sorry, I forgot.
Yeah, live stream, you're okay.
I'm not a Cockatrice lol.
Mud Brian needs help, I guess. Bog, 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 you're not a rock.
Yay.
Yay, let's go back to the party.
Actually, this isn't a party anymore. It's an intervention. You really need to cut back on the teleporting stoplight.
Okay. Who is stoplight?
Who is stoplight?
And now, step-by-step flutter.
Well, hi. I was asked to do this short by my friend, just to clarify some things, among other things, of course. More entertaining than just an apology.
Don't change the topic.
Okay, first of all, I know many of you have seen a music video with some sassy girls. Did you like my cameo, by the way? Yes, a wonderful video with many views, and let me tell you, I can't blame all of you for watching it again and again. That video is simply the creation of a genius.
Discord?
Why don't you see that I made you a star? They love you.
They said that I wasn't the Fluttershy they knew.
Those losers wouldn't know a new approach if it stripped naked, painted itself purple, stood on a box in the middle of the town screaming, "New approaches are here again." Anyway, come on, say hello to your fans.
No! You better rescind your apology, mister. I'm gonna be mad forever.
Okay. So many of you watched a video with 3 pretty dancers with some, how should I say, weird happenings in it. So many of you started asking, why is Fluttershy behaving like that? Why isn't Twilight Sparkle leading? Why isn't it Rainbow Dash instead of Pinkie Pie? Pinkie doesn't flutter. Nah, 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 nah. Well,
don't you just love it when
all by
someone
my hand and
mixes everything
elaboration.
to death?
I'm the, well, producer of that video, and I thought it would be better with some chaos. I'm the god of chaos, can you blame me? But I didn't ask my dear friend Fluttershy if she wanted to be brave enough to be a star in my video before doing anything, so I made her mad at me, so sorry. She's not sassy, she doesn't even like the stage. She's shy, and she likes it that way. Can I proceed with the part that you promised to let me do if I apologize? Okay. Mares and gentlefolks, as many of you wanted a step-by-step of Flutter dance, myself and the only performer who appreciates the choreography of a genius are going to show you how to do just that. First thing is... Huh? She doesn't flutter? Fussy. There. Well, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Break that pose and hit that floor. Now back and forth on the floor. Now turn your back to the audience and 5, 6, 7, 8. And don't forget to nod that head. Let's elevate. Now it's time to flutter like this and that. A little spin. Yes, that's perfect. Pass back. Yes. Now pay attention to the model's hand movement. Yes, spin. Move your shoulders and do a little shake. Move your hands like this. Some people say I copied those Dazzling's moves, but nope, they copied me. Throw your hands down. And up. Down again. Flutter. 1, 2, 1, 2. Show 'em, girl. Yeah. That's all, folks. Hope you enjoyed the little step-by-step, and I hope you enjoy my next music video.
What video? What are you talking about?
Nothing. I just forgot that project is cancelled. Flutter numbers so that you like it a lot.
Oh, whoops, says more. Sorry.
Flutter like this. Flutter like that. Flutter like this. Flutter like that.
That was...
I'm not responsible for
odd.
anything related to the video.
I'm gonna be real with you, Chief. That made me feel uncomfortable. And this is me we're talking about.
I don't know. I didn't mind it.
It's not bad. It's just one of those things of,
It made me feel uncomfortable. Circuit, I don't know, man. I might have to go to HR about this.
My name's Fluttershy, and I am...
Well, here's
Hello,
Fluttershy.
How can I help you?
For you guys, and I'm
God damn it.
super excited.
Hey, I'm the only one that mans that post, so...
There's a reason no one goes to HR. We tried to get him fired.
Yeah, I think it's been a year.
Unfortunately, I also am manager when Circuit's not around.
Actually, we don't have an HR
That's
department.
not true at all. And if it is, I'm leaving this network.
We don't have an HR department. We can't do anything.
No, I can't do anything, but it's all for the fun.
No, it's not. You're horrible, and we hate you for it.
So what is going on here?
This is Fluttershy reacts to Friendship is Manly.
Oh my goodness, that is not Twilight. Unless it's weird stuff.
I always love these somewhat parodies of the whole reaction thing.
Spike is not invited. Oh my. But what if he finds out? Oh my goodness. Oh, is that me? Whoa. Whoa. I've been doing a little more than helping out animals. I've been helping out animals and lifting weights and just getting super buff. Buff shy now. It's okay. Why be assertive with your voice when you can show how assertive you are? And Pinkie Pie looks great too, with her single balloon. Let's get into this party. I'm super excited. Twilight looks
Let
like
the bass
she's
drop.
extremely ready to party. Oh, what's that? Party cannons? Wow, okay. And there's Gummy. Gummy's so cute. I just ruined all of the cake for everyone. Oh my goodness, what is she? That is not safe. Please don't do that. That is not safe. Please don't do that. The tea, it is hot. It is boiling. Gummy looks like he's having a good time. Who knew I could dance so well? Look at Pinkie Pie go. I'm so happy. Well. That was... I have no words. I am in a loss for words. I had no idea what to expect from that. I don't know. After watching this, I feel kind of inspired to go watch out and stuff. So I think I might just do that. I'm gonna go feed Angel Bunny, and I'm gonna go hit the gym or something. Not really, probably not. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I'm so sorry that it was so short, but like this video is something I've been wanting to react to in a long time, and I'm glad I got to do it. And I hope you guys like it. Until next time, bye!
And now a sneak peek at the next Pinky Tales. And yes, there's another one.
The huntsmare wasted no time finding Sky Blue to complete her task. She lured her into the woods under the pretense that some pony needed saving, something she knew a decorated hero such as Sky Blue could never overlook. However, as the hours passed, Sky Blue became suspicious of the unicorn and prodded more information out of her.
Snow White.
Who did you say needed my help again? Oh, a little, filly. She got lost in the woods and then trapped under a branch, which is why I brought the shovel, to dig her out. I thought you said it was a colt. No, it's definitely a filly. So why do you need me here? Why didn't you just conjure up a shovel with your magic and save her hours ago? Oh, well, you see... Oh, all right. It was all a lie. I'm actually just, your biggest fan. Yeah, that's it. And I've lured you out here to spend time with you and get your autograph.
The huntsmare said, offering Sky Blue her hat with a forced smile. Sky Blue cocked her head to the side in confusion.
Huh. Clever. Never had a fan pull this before. Gotta give you props for creativity, I guess. Here.
Sky Blue took the hat and plucked out one of her feathers to use as a quill.
What's your name? Pony... Horse? Alrighty, there you go.
Sky Blue said with a wink.
Great. Oh, and I'm going to need that feather you just plucked. Okay. And I'm gonna need you to stay in the forest and never ever come back again. Whoa, hold on.
Before Sky Blue could finish her thought, the huntsmare took the shovel and hit her over the head. Sky Blue immediately fell to the ground unconscious.
Huh, that was easy. Who knew these things were so effective? The pony horse? What was I thinking? Now the great and powerful huntsmare has to find a new hat.
The huntsmare said bitterly, before drinking from the potion vial that would teleport her back to the castle.
Well, now we just gotta wait for the actual video to come out. So here's the Derpy robot repair.
One of the greatest things about being a robot, easy repair. Look! Tron! Aww. I am still
All right.
I forgot I linked this to you.
You did. I didn't forget.
Yeah, Prince Whatever really knocked it out of the park.
I love the fact that he did
Beautiful,
it.
very beautiful.
And now, Comic Dub Fashion Show.
Oh, work it, darling.
Rainbow Dash, darling, what are you wearing? What? You said I should wear a tank top. Oh my goodness gracious, you are the epitome of stupidity, my darling, darling Rainbow Dash. Please, please tell me you will enroll in some remedial classes of some description because, quite honestly, at the moment, I'm not even entirely sure how you manage to feed yourself, darling, and manage to keep your home out of some kind of squalor that will eventually bury you in entire stacks of paper and you will die and not be found for months, and we will have to dig your body out of the wreckage and mourn you over your bones. Rarity, you thought about that way too much.
And now, Booty Call.
Booty, booty, booty.
Zecora can take the bad away if you do just what I say. Really? But before I can perform my duty, I'm going to need some of your booty.
Whoa, whoa! I know I can be quite fetching for my good looks and all, but this here booty of mine is already reserved for some pony else.
I was talking about your jewel, you silly misguided fool.
Oh. Are you sure you're not hitting on me?
Alright. And unfortunately, that was our last video before our closer. So, that means it is time to say goodnight. So we got our closing music playing, and we're going to go ahead and let everybody who managed to survive all the way to the end get a shout out. Crazy Matt Captain.
Words, fires, explosions, LOE, run, fast jerky.
Crazy. I already just said that.
Oh wait, I should maybe crash, or at least lay back.
Alright, Textalion.
Not at all.
Then Toakoi.
Shout out to all the lovely people that have viewed us and stuck around from the very beginning with our admittedly long talk. Thank you to Angel of Light, Angel of Light, Commander Root, Cyber Motion, Jimmy Stroll, Only 3 in Studio, Lorex, Ponyman64, Tech Stallion, the only Tech Man, me, Zingy Bear, and CNC for being on mine.
And Coldust.
Shouts out to me for figuring out how not to be the first person to give shoutouts. Yeah. I'm giving myself credit for that. Yeah. Also, shouts out to Pinkie Pie Panties and also my laundry, which I need to get.
All right.
Pinkie Pie Panties.
All right, then I'll go ahead and give the final shout out here. Thank you all for joining us for another episode of The Brony Show. Tune in next week where we're going to be talking about art and getting ready for the brand new artist training ground for the year. So make sure you have your artistic skills ready. Your pens, your pencils, your paper, your pads, whatever you use to write with, whatever you're going to work your arting on. Make sure you have it. And we will have everything we can to give you ideas, suggestions, thoughts, creation topics, anything. We will do what we can to give you a big old guide of everything possible so you can make sure that you can have all of the art ability for you. Blah, English words me fail. So we're going to go ahead and get our final little shout-outs in. Of course, stay tuned for the Coffee House After Party. That will be at thebronyshow.net. Otherwise, tune in on Wednesday for Winchester Wednesdays, which can have all sorts of shenanigans. Everything from fanfic reading to talking about different stuff, building cities, managing farms, or being attacked on a distant planet. So many things can happen with Winchester Wednesdays, and you have to be there to see it all. Along with that, Friday, Roan RPG. We are fervently working hard to get our run group back together. Unfortunately, we had a few hiccups. I do apologize. But we are getting a massive story ready for our group, and we want to make sure everything is lined up in a row so that they can end up going the complete wrong direction and setting everything on fire. Anyway, along with that,
take option 8, which is 5 more options away than what you're thinking of.
Yeah, pretty much. Of course, Saturdays, we usually have randomizer runs. This Saturday, we are setting up for another Zelda 64 randomizer run for multiplayer. Of course, that means that we have spots open for anybody who wants to join me and Cataclysm in running Zelda 64 completely randomized. Of course, it is on easy mode, so you don't have to worry about knowing too much about the game or getting completely and hopelessly lost or fishing for that one item that's out in the middle of nowhere. Along with that, Sunday, we have Grand Theft Auto shenanigans going on, so be sure to check that out as well as we continue going through heists. And, of course, tune in an hour early for the Equestrian Flag stuff with Coldust and his crazy shenanigans. Usually it's a Jackbox, but they may surprise you one of these days. All you got to do is come and watch or participate.
Honestly, probably not this next week because, once again, I think I'm working overtime on Monday, and it's really hard to plan a proper show when you've worked 10 hours before.
Nah, I feel you there. So, and let's get our final little shout-outs in then. Our final little bits here. First off, I'd like to thank our chatters here. Crazy Matt Kaplan for keeping an eye on the chat. Thank you to Clouded Draconicus, Cole, Cool Dude 13233, Sarcasm, DM12, Fantastic Fred, Glass 4, Octavia Melody, Sonic 5421, Surreal Nightmares, Techman, Tech Stallion, Toakoi, Unidentified 12435, and Vaguely Creepy. At least I think that's who's down there. It's kind of hard for me to tell. Yep, Vaguely Creepy. Also, I want to give a big shout out to all of our archivers that watch us on YouTube and also who watch us live on Twitch and YouTube as well. Thank you all for watching us however you can, whenever you can, wherever you can. I do this stuff for you, and I really appreciate getting your big thumbs up, your shout outs, your keep going, your love this stuff. Actually, I did get a post saying a moment ago, somebody complimenting our latest episode. So that was nice. I love that. That was really nice. So thank you. Anyway, enough of the sappiness here. Let's get our final video in so we can get to the coffee house after party or let you people sleep because I'm sure you're exhausted. Pony Paradise. Or Paradise and Pony style. Have a good night, everybody. That song was Paradise. Think I lost my pair of dice. Stay tuned, Coffee House After Party in just a moment.